Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Saeed TV, man. We're here, Mandem Talk Wednesdays. You know the score, people, man. Make sure you don't like the video. Make sure you don't subscribe to the channel. We're here. Season is upon us. 2 days. And the new 2024-2025 season is here, man. Bloody hell, man. I've been watching football a long time, man. It's crazy out here, man. But we're here. New season, new vibes. What the Mandem saying, Faz? What are you saying? In the backdrop, you know what I mean? Is this the new era starting now? What are you saying, Faz?
You know what I'm saying, man? I'm keeping them accountable, innit? I said it on Rance's channel. I'm gonna love the team hard and I'm gonna support Ineos because they're making some good decisions. They're seemingly making some footballing decisions that look like it's gonna take the direction of the club in the right way. So I'm behind it. But if they don't deliver this season, I'm gonna absolutely burn the thing to the ground. So it's one of them. They have to really. This is it. This season's it. You have to really prove to me that the year extension of Erik ten Hag was worth it. The backing was worth it. The vaccine was worth it. All of that stuff. If it doesn't work, then bro, I'm just telling you, innit? They need to hold me back. They need to hold me back. They need to lock me up and throw the keys away because I'm just gonna go on a madness. If we come below third, yeah, I'm going on a madness.
Bro, we must, man. Man, like Tyrone is not. Oh, Tyrone's not. What's going on, Tyrone? You're not. You're the madness there.
You're doing an introduction. It's all right.
Yo, listen, we're gonna talk, man. We're gonna talk, but you're in Alicante. Shout out to Alicante and that, you know, Alicante vibes. What are you saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm here, man. You know, holiday next 10, 11 days. So it's going to be nice. Hopefully United don't stress me out on Friday because if I watch the game out here in the beautiful weather and we don't win, I'm going to be fuming. But yeah, man, I'm overseas, but I wanted to jump on the stream. So obviously had to Mandem Talk. Shout out everyone in the comments. Pick up the chat. Run up the likes. Obviously the panel are here. You get me? This is the big show now before the season starts. You get me? So yeah, man. I'm ready.
Come on. Man, Traps is in the building as well. What are you saying, Traps?
Yeah, man, I'm here. I'm here again. Back again.
All
that stuff. What's going on, people? Smash the likes, man.
Yeah, big up. And Rance is in the building as well. What are you saying, Rance?
I'm calm, bro. I'm calm. I can't complain.
Our new top red.
It's all good, bro. It's all good, bro. It's money well spent, mate. Do you know what I mean? It's all good. No, I'm outside, bro. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, man. That's what it's about, man. Listen, when you love your club, man, you want to buy the merch and you want to feel like you want to wear it, innit? I remember last year, man, I didn't want to be associated with my United. I can't lie to you, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know the ones there, those games where I didn't want to watch. But we're here now. You know the ones there. But Tyrone, man, how you feeling, man? New season. You know what I mean? I feel like once, yeah, the whole fan base is a bit optimistic. It was dark times last year. We were shouting, you know what I mean? I had what's that photo that I had, man, last year, man? It was all moving mad. You know, remember this photo here last year? But, it's all here, man. You know the ones there. We had this photo last year. You know what I mean? We had one of these ones as well. Remember Tuchel?
No.
You know the ones. So it's good, man. I feel like everyone's on the same page now. You know the ones.
Yeah, nah, do you know what? Like, I feel like the talking's done. Premier League's back. Everyone's ready. Arsenal, City, United, Liverpool, Tottenham, Chelsea, Newcastle, Villa. Everyone wants that first game. And, you know, there's no bigger team. There's no better team to open the Premier League than Manchester United. Ain't we right, people? You get me? Let's put it this way, yeah? Everyone is watching that game Friday night. I don't care where they are.
Yeah.
Because we are Manchester United. People are watching us to hope we lose. And I don't care because the damn right truth is you're watching us anyway. And we're going to get the 3 points hopefully on Friday. We're going to get the top of the table going into Saturday. But a little bit of pressure on the other rivals. Go out, go and win your first game. That's what we need to do. Just go out, win our first game on Friday. Then let's see what you lot can do. But I'm ready for it, man. I think, you know, the little Mazraoui, I said that they will come in by Tuesday. They'll be in the squad on Friday. Wan-Bissaka would leave. Everything's happened. Me and Rant said we wanted them 2 players in. And having them 2 players that come in make me feel more confident going into the game on Friday. As simple as that. Why? Because they improve us. They're not here to sit in the squad and try and, you know, sit there and take a back seat and come on for 15, 20 minutes. I'm telling you now, for me, Diallo, De Ligt, Martinez, Mazraoui, that's my back 4 right there. 2 starters have come into that starting 11 on Tuesday, and I'm hoping they play and they can make a difference. De Ligt, you know, Martinez is already excited by what he's going to have with De Ligt. He's played, you know, he's come through that sort of Ajax rank. He's already talking about high line. He's calling out individual things that he could not do with someone like Harry Maguire. You know what I'm saying? He's saying already playing out from the back. There's talking qualities about a football player that he wants in that team. And, you know, Mazraoui, comfortable left back, right back. At the end of the day, right, I'm just telling you now, we're going to get the job done on Friday. I was not optimistic a week ago, but now I am. And for me, I feel like the fan base are on board because Ineos are trying to make smarter additions. We haven't got rid of players yet. We see Sancho and, you know, Mctominay potentially still going out the door. And we've still got room for midfielders to come in. You get me? At the end of the day, there's still room for midfielders to come in. And there will be definitely one midfielder that comes in the next 2 weeks. So, you get me? It's a better window so far than I expected. We've got a centre-back. We've got a full-back. We've got a striker. Yeah, we've got 2 centre-backs in Lenny Yoro. Wait till he comes back. That's going to feel like another new signing come after the October international break. Let's move, man. Like you know what? We like to talk on streams. Done the talking now. Ten Hag, go out and get these players playing better football. Go out and get results now. The pressure's on, you know. I've backed Ten Hag. I've come out here with chest in my bar lead. You know what I mean? I've got nowhere to hide. I've got Fazminda back in the building. He's going to be pressuring me. You get me? He's going to be pressuring me. So if Ten Hag doesn't deliver for me this season, then obviously I'm going to be asking questions. And, you know, I'm realistic. I've already said it. Top 4. And I want to go out and win that Europa League.
Faz
has already come on here. Faz, let me finish quickly because I'm going to let you come in. I'm going to let you come in. I'm going to let you come in. I know you've got the new glasses ready to see me in 4K. I know you've got the glasses ready to see me in 4K, yeah? All I'm going to say to you, Faz, is Faz, I'm going to pressure you right now. So you think you're going to pressure me this season? I've said top 4 in Europa League. You've come on here within the first 30 seconds and said if Ten Hag doesn't get 3rd, he failed. What are you talking about, bro? How are you expecting us just to get 3rd minimum? So basically you're saying Arsenal, City, and we got to finish 3rd. Talk to me, because I don't know where you're at with that.
I'm tired, of looking over my shoulder again and again, especially after this manager, this carpenter, this joiner has been given the tools that the whole world keeps singing about. He needs the hammer, he needs the chisel, he needs the nails. Brother's been given everything. He's been given everything, more than any other manager previously since Fergie.
He's been given everything, but we're still here with no midfielders, yeah?
Back into another level. We are too big. we are too big and we spend too much money for us to be sitting and thinking about top 4. I'm tired of being Man United top 4 club, Champions League. What? You don't get anything if you come 4th. You don't.
Faz,
You
the
don't
most
get
important
even
position
the
in
Champions
midfield,
League
and we
isn't a
signed
trophy,
nobody in there. So what we get? You think we're finishing 3rd with Eriksen, Mctominay, Casemiro, only copy in there basically?
Let me comprehend a little bit more. Yeah, the man
Mason
went
Mount.
to Wembley 6 times with Joeys. Yeah, with Joeys. Mandem that look like they could be in Love Island. Scott McTominay and them man. He went to 6 times Wembley with them man, yeah. So now he's getting players. We're probably 1-2 midfielders away from our squad being completed. Really and truly, his second wife Bruno is gonna start every game. Kobe Mino is gonna start every game. His nephews Delict and Mazarawi are gonna start every game. His youngest son Martinez is gonna start every game. Yeah, his African
If he stays
nephew
fit.
Onana is gonna start every game. His what do you call it? His agency's highest paid signing, Rasmus is gonna start every odd game. You got Xerxes. He's, Rashford's got his nudes, so Rashford's gonna start every game. And then Garnacho, the guy that saves him, is gonna. I've just named you the starting 11, bro. So how is he gonna?
You're telling me, Faz, in your years of watching football, that a starting 11 will get you third and do this and do that. Are you not talking about some? You're talking about. No, wait, hear me out. You said he's 2 players away from having a complete squad. You're telling me if we get 2 more players, our squad's complete, bro. Complete.
Yes,
it is.
It's more than capable, though. It's more than capable.
It is complete with 2 more players. He's right. 2 midfielders and it's a complete squad.
How?
Yeah. What else would you want more? What can we ask Ty? What else would you want more apart from them 2 midfielders?
I don't think that the midfielders we're gonna get are gonna be like good enough to
Hey,
say
brother, that's not. Hey, no. You're not gonna be allowed to move the goalpost here, mate.
Full back. We need a left back.
No, listen, a complete. No, we don't. No, we don't. A complete squad means, yeah, that you've got 2 players, yeah, in each position. We have that currently, and we would have that with 2 midfielders. 2 midfielders of decent quality would mean we have more than that. Because if we go and we get Ugarte, yeah, we've got fuck McTominay. Look, we've got Ugarte, Mino, Casemiro, Bruno Mount, and there's still Eriksen left over, McTominay left over. They can both leave, but the point is, I'm talking about 2 players in each position. If we look at left back, we've got Malassi and Shaw. Cool, both of them are injured. That's not my business.
Yeah, I know. I think we need a left back.
No, but now hold on. We need Malassi and Shaw. The fact that they're both injured, that's circumstance. The other side, you have Diallo and Mazraoui. In defense, you have Maguire, Lissandro, Yoro, Delete, and you still got Evans, you still got Lindelof left over. That's 6 man. And then in attacking areas, you got Xerxes and you've got Rasmus. On the left, you got Sancho, Rashford, and on the right, you have Ahmad, Garnacho, and Anthony. Don't tell me that's not a complete squad.
I still think we're limited to top 4. I still think
that's not the question. The what he said was complete squad. In my opinion, a complete squad is 2 players for each position. Not many teams in the league can say that they have that, bruv. You look at Arsenal, if Saka gets injured,
disagree with
who's Arsenal's right winger? They don't have one. They can say they don't have a complete squad. Well, there you go. They can say they don't have one. If we get those 2 midfielders, yeah, we can say that it's a complete squad. Regardless of what level you think the squad is at, we have at least 2 players per position. That's what a complete squad looks like. Okay. There can be no excuses.
2 players in each position, but I would factor in that quality for me would make a complete squad.
That's where I get you, Ty. I understand that. I get that.
Yeah,
but then who's got that? That means City don't have a complete squad because City always have youth players on the bench.
But I do think 2 things can be right. I'm not disagreeing that 2 players in each position is, if that is a fact, I agree that 2 players in each. But I also think the quality needs to uphold the standards that I'll be like, yeah, I feel like I've got a complete squad for me. And also, do you know what it is? Do you know what it is as well? If you say a complete squad as well, like for a team like Man United, complete squad would be like, okay, I'm like, we are challenging as well.
That's completely different.
That's a separate conversation.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought.
That's completely different.
Yeah, I think 2 things can align.
No. That's a separate conversation. Man love to conflate things. Listen, yeah, having a complete squad is having depth, 2 players each position. We would have that if we got those 2 midfielders. You could argue that we have that now, but McTominay and Eriksen are shit. So I'm going to overlook them because them man need to be upgraded. That is a must.
100%.
However,
without doubt,
if you look at attacking areas, Anthony's an extra
attack.
winger
We got
that we don't even
We
need.
do have a lot of wingers, yeah.
Brother, we've got one of the biggest squads in the league, us and Chelsea. So I'm not really trying to hear if he gets 2 more midfielders and man are talking about quality, because if we have to keep it honest, yeah, there's not many teams, if any teams in the Premier League, yeah, that have a starting centre-back and second centre-back as good as us for our 4 centre-backs, bro, in terms of quality. It's going to be very hard to find Lenny Euro covering the league. Do you know what I mean? As much as we mock Harry Maguire, yeah, how many teams have a better 4th choice centre-back than Harry Maguire in the league?
Facts. Yeah, I get that.
Brother, if Harry Maguire goes to Chelsea, he's probably their best centre-back.
I think when you said the question,
I'm being real.
This is why third is so important, because there is no more room for people to give the manager leeway saying he needs time with the players. He don't need time with the players. These are players that already know him. Players are coming to the club and saying, Erik ten Hag got the best out of me. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what these men are saying. So how much more time do you need for him to teach this team some sort of football? He's clearly adamant that there is a specific football that he can play that he wasn't able to play because his nephews did not play for the club. Now his nephews are here. He can play the football that we need.
Yeah, you know,
play out from the back.
I hope you're right in that sense. But the fact is, for me, is that when I look at Liverpool, right, and I'm taking City and Arsenal out of this argument. When I look at Liverpool, right, the fact that in terms of leaders and experience, they've kept Alisson, they've kept Van Dijk, they've kept Trent, they've got McAllister in there, still kept Salah. They've got like 5 key players of their orchestra, right, that of experience at some point were one of the best in the world in their positions. Yes. And they've got a new manager coming in, which is the big question mark. I don't see us finishing above them potentially this season.
Can I explain why?
Weapons. But for me, when you're saying minimum third, we could finish above them, Faz, by the way. Like, if it was to happen, I'm not going to be like, oh my God, because they've got
Why shouldn't we? But
no, what I'm trying to say is, no, I'm going back to Faz's point of minimum third, because they've got them key players that they've kept with the Trent, Virgils, Salahs, you know, they've got them match winners or the players that can produce big moments in terms of like world-class
And we finished above them with them players before, though.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, we have.
We did.
We have finished above them. But
so
I
why
just
not
don't
again
believe
with a new manager,
minimum expectation
with more investment.
I don't believe that a minimum third should be what we should be aiming for. Like, if we get third,
so Ty, with more investment and a manager that's been here for 3 years and they've got a new manager and you still expect us to finish above us. Why are you lowering
I think Liverpool can definitely still finish above us.
No, you said no, it's not that they can. You expect them to. So you're lowering the standards because we finished above them with Jurgen.
Marcel's going to agree with us.
Yeah, because I'll be honest, when I think it comes down
glad you know,
to,
Saeed.
I think some games will come down to some big moments, some big pressure situations. And when you got Trent, you know, Robertson, Van Dijk, Salahs, and you got players that have just got that ilk to navigate through them sort of moments. I think they'll do it.
We finished above them the season before last, wasn't it?
You know what it is? You know what it is with Liverpool? You got to remember, Jurgen Klopp struggled towards the end to squeeze the juice out of them because
they're changing styles, Saeed. They're not doing
exactly, which means while they're changing styles,
United
we've got a manager in his 3rd year. They shouldn't be finishing above us. I'm not saying they won't, but I'm saying they shouldn't be.
Yep.
They got a brand new manager and ain't signed no one. And all the players you mentioned are past their best.
Yeah, and then Chelsea,
everyone would think.
And don't forget,
people actually think that Liverpool shouldn't be finishing above us this season.
They shouldn't.
No,
They shouldn't be.
How? Like how?
The only teams that are supposed to finish above Man United.
Am I the only one here then?
No, Ty, I'm waiting. Ty,
please. Hey, bro, we know that Marcel's gonna come through with 99 excuses.
No, he's not. He's not.
He's actually going to say,
all man here expect us.
Marcel,
go first, Ran.
Marcel, now
Yeah,
Marcel,
you
why
lot,
are
please.
you? Why did you come in? Why are you reassuring Ty, bro? Let's reassure this one.
I know. You know how much I know Marcel is a fraud, yeah? You know how much I know Marcel is a fraud. He's not even joined the stream. He don't even know what I said. He don't even know what point. I agree.
Faz, it's not that time yet. It's too early. Relax.
Yeah.
Listen, what I need to understand is the only managers that should finish above our manager, the two managers that have been in a job longer than him. Their names are Arteta and Pep. No one should be finishing above Manchester United in our manager's third season when he's outspent all these other managers. I'm not trying to see us finish below third.
Listen,
so I'm not saying if we finish fourth,
the Mandem standards on the floor.
I'm saying what it should be.
Yeah, that's what you're trying to say, though, Tyrone. It's not a disaster if you finish fourth, but it should be the expectation this year. Man United should finish
expectations are on the floor.
Can I say why I disagree with that?
Yeah, but you see, hold on. Wait.
And Rex, can I say why?
Yeah, let Marcel explain why, yeah, Liverpool are allowed to sign no one, have a new manager, and they're supposed to finish above us. Explain that.
Watch the maths.
So basically, Rance, they've got more Premier League winners right now in this current era of football compared to Arsenal.
Let him land.
I'm just reacting to it.
They've got how many Premier League winners have they got in this current climate right now? How many? Let's go for it. Trent, Virgil, Mo.
On the Premier League,
Robertson.
It doesn't matter. They've been competing and pushing for the Prem side for how many years now?
Oh, they finished fifth.
But Marcel.
Hold on. And when we look at
you got to do the Lord's work here.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you,
Ty. We got Johnny Evans, mate.
It's a madness for me, Ty. It's always been a madness.
Carry your point.
So when you look at the amount of players that they've got winning the Premier League in comparison to ours in this current 5-10 year span, they're gonna be able to carry themselves through them difficult moments. Get 10 wins back to back. All those little things that give you the signs of pushing first, second, and third position. Say.
Okay. I'm gonna make a very big comment. Last year, you came on my show, debate show, right? You said Man United can finish where last year?
I believe he was chasing for fourth. No.
Where did you say Man United should aim to finish last year?
Fourth, I believe.
You never said that. You said third.
He said third.
You said third. Wallahi.
Was that
Said his own comment.
Let me speak on that. Was that depending on? Was that was towards the end of the season?
No comment. I want to hear what the reason why. Go on.
Yeah, that was depending on the end of the season, the points total that we had, and the possibility was to reach third. Was that what I was saying?
No, but
from the beginning of the season, the target was always top 4. Then when we looked at the points, we were chasing to get into that top 4 position, and we could reach third. And I said we should be aiming for third.
The receipts, man. I got the receipts, you know. I got the receipts. At the time, we were saying that was not realistic. I said to you, it's not realistic. I looked at the team.
I said the aim should be third.
He said aiming for third. I remember.
Yeah.
Specifically.
Yeah.
Listen.
No, but this is another situation.
And I hear all of it, bro. I'm swear down, and he did say that.
Yeah.
No, but my thing
is,
we're aiming.
Hey, see these man. You see these man, yeah.
This is why we've been added to this.
You see these man, yeah. These men are sick, you know, because you see, it was literally, I've not seen a bigger turnaround since flipping the Zubamendi thing over at Liverpool, blood. Because yes, last week, yeah, Ty was on here saying I fear for Fulham, yeah. Now, man signed a couple of players. Man was back on the Ten Hag train, yeah, blowing the horn as loud as he can, yeah. And what did I say?
Because we've got two signings that make a difference.
Wait, hold on. Let me finish. What did I say to you last week? Yeah, I said to you, even if we get these signings in, what are we doing? You're telling me top 4. So what was you expecting last week without these signings, bro? What was you expecting last week?
I didn't think that we'd make top 4 if them signings would come in. I was worried about it. Facts.
That's madness, Ty. You know what's a madness?
So your expectation.
It's not mad.
That's a madness. That's a madness.
It's not mad, bro.
What's a madness?
I'm gonna let you talk. It's not mad though.
If you look at last season, Eric Ten Hag, the excuse was that most of his signings were out and he didn't get to use them. Martinez, Mason Mount, the list goes on. His signings were out. He didn't get to use them. This season, he comes back with all these players there, plus more, and the expectancy's even gone less. Like, I don't get it. Liverpool are comfortable with not signing anyone as a fan base and still going with chess we want to be in a title race.
Because
Without
they know
no,
the players
no,
that me and
no, no.
Marcel
With a
just
new
mentioned.
manager,
You
they
take Van
believe-
Dijk, you take Salah
No,
out.
it's not
They're
about
not
Klopp.
saying that.
No. They believed in their manager. They believed in Jurgen.
They
But you know
believe in their
it's
players.
bigger than that. It's bigger than that. The difference is you don't believe in your players. I sent you in the group the whole list of players that my man's bought in from flipping from Holland.
Yeah,
He's got a full squad
11,
of players
11.
that he's brought in. The reality is this: with the correct manager, regardless of who we've brought in this season, Man United are good enough and have had a squad good enough to compete for the top 3. Like, what are we doing here? Like, who's out there? When you look at the teams you're saying that are competing for the top 3, why should they be? Why should they get it any more than the Man United based on the players we've got and how long the manager's been here?
Common denominator is a manager.
He's been here for 3 years. This is his 3rd season, and he's walking into it, spent the most money since Alex Ferguson. He's got all the players that he wants, and I'm still. You know why I switched on? I was watching this on the big screen until I heard he still needs 2 more players. 2 more players to do what? To do what?
Hey, Musa,
Man said
and
I
you
need
know what?
2 more midfielders.
And you know
Musa,
what? Something you
you're
touched
saying we have
on,
the third
Musa.
best squad in the league. Sorry, Rance. Musa,
Yeah.
we have the third best squad in the league.
Yes, we do.
We don't, bro. We just
So
don't.
who's better than us? Who's better than
don't.
us?
Liverpool have a better
Do you
squad.
think
They have
Liverpool
people-
squad? Okay,
have-
you think Liverpool squad is better than us?
They have footballers in that.
Not the whole
let's go
squad.
through it.
Not the whole
Let's go
squad.
through it.
Compete.
Let's
They-
go
they have-
through it.
Yeah, but
Let's go through it.
Yeah. No problem.
Put it up, Saeed. Saeed, pull it
Hey
up, man.
guys, let's be real, yeah? Listen, we don't need to. The reason why we don't need to is because, yeah, Klopp is a very good coach, and Liverpool have done very well bringing
best
through
out of
their
players.
players from the academy.
And
yeah,
they got a good system as well.
and got them playing well in the system. But
Yeah.
let's be honest, enough of you man never knew who Bradley was. Man never knew who enough of these Donnies were before.
Curtis Jones and all them, man.
I've got respect Jurgen Klopp and what he's done at that
That's
football
respect
club.
Jurgen Klopp.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Respect Jurgen Klopp. The same way man are saying, the same way Marcel has said, look at the amount of players in that squad that have won X, Y, Z, yeah. That is down to the longevity that they've been in the squad, and obviously they've gelled. This is a different style of football they're playing now because it's a different manager. Just the length of time a player's been at the squad, in my opinion, is not more important than how long a manager's been there and has had time to implement what is theirs. Our manager's been at our club for 3 years. He had enough time to implement enough, build a culture, do all these things. The fact that he hasn't done that, that's a damning indictment on him.
On him, yeah.
Because Slot is still building a culture. He's still building a way of playing. He doesn't have a number 6. He doesn't know who he's gonna play there. He's tried Gravenberch there. He's gonna try loads of different players there. He still hasn't been given his 6. He's allowed to have teething problems. He's allowed to say, you know what, I'm still finding my feet. A manager that's been at a club for 3 seasons isn't allowed that grace, and that should be more important than the players.
Facts. 100%. 100%. I'm baffled, man. I can't lie to you guys, man. This is our 3rd season, man. I don't know why there's like we're humming and hawing about this, man. I thought we'd be all united in this. I thought Tyrone would be united. I thought, you know,
I'm
Marcel would be
united. I just
Hey,
don't
we
think
are.
minimum. I'm not gonna.
Hey,
I'm
listen,
united.
hey,
I'm not.
hey,
I'm just not
hey,
gonna scream.
hey.
I know Nuruddin wants to speak. So all I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
Nuruddin,
is,
yeah, let's get
you know,
Nuruddin
at the
as
end of
well.
the day, like, I'm united in saying, okay, yeah, top 4 win Europa League, which I think a lot of us are. I think just the difference is that same people say minimum third. Minimum third to me means basically, okay, you finish 3rd. If not, you should be.
Okay, that's worded wrong. That's worded wrong. You should
Yeah, well,
aim.
Baz said minimum 3rd. So this is how this
that's
whole
the difference.
debacle happened because he said minimum 3rd and Ten Hag this that.
No, you know
No,
what?
minimum 3rd to me means we shouldn't be finishing below 3rd. But if we finish 4th,
So if we finish
and we
4th,
still win 2 trophies, I'm
everyone's
not
gonna
going to
be
be like
fuming.
sack
Yeah.
man because he finished below
No.
3rd. 3rd
No.
ain't the be all and end all. The difference between 3rd and 4th is nothing.
That's
We're
what I was
making
okay,
the
about to
point.
say.
if
Just
We're
like-
making the
fourth,
point
let me ask
of
you this.
the teams that we should be finishing that I think is acceptable to finish below, and it should. Only
Okay,
be
so if he
teams
finishes
that
4th,
have
Mandem, if he finishes, and this is not for Marcel, if he finishes 4th, Mandem, and won the Europa League, would you not say he's had a successful season, or would you say he's failed because he didn't
No, I'd say
get
that's
the
the
minimum?
minimum
I wouldn't
requirement
say it's
for the
success.
squad.
I wouldn't say
The minimum
successful.
requirement.
I think that's the minimum requirement.
Requirements for the squad we've got, yeah. Mm.
Also,
If
the
you
level
say
of
it's a good
football as
season,
well.
It'll depend on how he's
And then,
playing.
and then I'll bring,
It'll
I'll
depend
bring
on
It's
how
this-
he's
what's
playing.
supposed to happen,
I'll
Tyrone.
bring
It's what's
Nuruddin into
supposed to
this.
happen. It's not
Just to
amazing. It's not rare-to-tear. It's what's supposed to
Let
happen.
me hear from Nuruddin. Let me hear
to
from
clarify,
Nuruddin.
yeah, 3rd. The reason why I say 3rd, last season, the team that came 4th had 68 points. The
Yeah.
team that came 3rd, had 82 points. It's a big difference. Position, you can just come third or fourth, right? It don't mean anything because you're still Champions League. But understand what I'm saying. People, and I'm not saying you, Ty, but I'm saying the fans watching us can just take that sentence and think Faz just wants Eric to come third and that's it. No, I'm looking at numbers on the board. What's my goal difference?
Style
How
of
much
football
points?
also.
What's the away record?
Football for me is
How many
important.
games in a row are we going winning? All of this combined can get you in a position like third if you're having a good season.
Okay,
And
so
that's
Faz, if the standard of the Premier League is high this season and we finish fourth, but the football is
high
better,
every
you'd be happy with that, yeah?
it's high
The
every
football's,
season.
but the football's got to be better. For me, I'm more wanting to get top four, but I want to see the foundations, the football being uprooted and the levels improving. And I think that's what everyone wants to see. I need to see that more aligned because if Ten Hag is not here, I want to see that the club is also heading in the direction on the pitch, no matter what anyway. But yeah, let's see what the others say. Big up Nuruddin as well, man.
Yeah, let's get Nuruddin in. Go on, Nuruddin.
Yo, big up people. Big up Saeed. Big up Vaz. Big up Ty. Big up Rants. Big up my brother. Long time no see. Hope the family's all good, King. Nice couch, man. Sun shining somewhere in London.
Big up.
Big up to you, man. Big up Leon. Big up Marcel. No hair jokes today. Who else is on here? Oh, Musa. Big up Musa as well. Yeah. Big up people. First of all, I think that the debate is very interesting. I do agree, but the difference between me, I think Liverpool will finish above Manchester United. Don't bite me. Don't bite my head off. The reason why, because I'm a believer. Arne Slot believes in the way he wants to play, even though everything Rant said is 100% on the money. Teething problems, pre-season. I got some of my family are diehard Liverpool fans. They watch every minute of Liverpool. They watch every minute of pre-season. The window's not over yet, so we can't say what they've signed. No team's complete yet or what they wanted yet. Even though we've signed 4 players, I don't think any of our big rivals have signed 4 players.
No.
Right? So
Chelsea?
Well, come on, they're a madhouse, bro. They're not our rivals. Bro, they're doing child exploitation, bro.
Child trafficking, man.
Yo, they're on moving youngsters across county lines and continents, bro. That's what they're on, bro. They're on a mad one, them. That's what they're on, bro. So I won't count them as that. I'm a believer that Arne Slot will figure out what needs to be done. I do take what Ty says. I do take what Marcel says as well. That, yeah, Liverpool have got players who have done it and a system that they used to. But the system changed the way he wants them to be more ballers. That's why they were linked with Zuamendi. That's why they wanted him. They want more ball playing, kind of more possession team. And it's going to take time. But I'm a believer that he's going to double down. And I still think with everything Musa said and everything Faz says, Saeed says, Rand says, is that Eric Ten Hag is going to struggle still. I'm still going to believe in that. If he doesn't lay down the foundation in the first 10 games to say, this is how we're going to play, injuries or no injuries, and if he doesn't start coaching the rest of the squad and not just the fucking first 11 during games. Like my guy talks about coaching during the games. No, coach your players on the training ground and give them a game model. The whole squad knows what to do. The other thing that I'm a believer in terms of the 2 things that people said, we need 2 more signings. I think left back is still a problem. I always told you, I tell the sheep, I've been telling the sheep for 7-8 years about Luke Shaw. The man is a coward.
You have, even when I come grounds with you, you have.
I tell everybody about that guy. That guy's a fraud. And the only difference is that guy's got white skin in it. Because he was Pogba, people moaning about Pogba getting injured. Martial got hounded out of this football club, but yet he was more available for more games than Luke Shaw in the last.
He was. He's played more games than Shaw with less than a year. With less than a year as well.
Exactly. And he came when he was 18, right? So it took him time to adjust and everything. So for me, I'm not. Malacia, they reckon December. I've seen clips that he's doing 1-to-1. So they reckon by Christmas, he might be getting touching floor. And if you don't know what the club did to him, then go and look it up, people. It'll shock you. it'll shock majority of what the club did to him and what Ten Hag did to him, making him get injections. That medical team is scandalous. What they did to that kid. That's so far so that he didn't trust them, and I think he just googled the surgeon and got the first surgeon, and that messed everything even more. So that kid is unlucky. I still believe we need a left back. I miss me out with Xavi Alonso and all these
Marcus Alonso, yeah.
Yeah, miss me out.
Yeah,
with
nah,
these
fuck that
people,
guy,
man.
man.
Miss me out with these people, man. Go and get a left back so people can fight, or give Amos a try because it's anything else. But Manchester United, to me, have to get a midfield player, and we have to get a dog in midfield who's going to win the ball back. When we're doing this madness, 6 players up the pitch, we need somebody who's going to stop the counter-attacks. Now, pre-season, granted, looked like we were pressing a bit better, but it's without the headless chicken, who's got a new contract now, the highest paid player. I'm hearing rumors that he's that plus the bonuses because him being the captain.
I doubt he'll get more than Casemiro. I doubt it.
No, I'm hearing that. Listen, I'm hearing that. That's what I'm hearing. I'm just saying to you, that's what I'm hearing. Plus bonuses, he's been the highest paid player, right? We know that he messes up any form of pressing as a team together or hunting as a group together with his headless chicken runs, like so square. It's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing the way he presses. But put that aside, the way we were doing it in pre-season, that's a thing that I noticed. The turnovers up the pitch was really, really good. Limiting the
pressing is a 4 now.
The limiting the counter-attacks will be a big thing to the success. Because what happens is that you need a player to win the ball back who's positionally one. And the only player that's good that I've seen, that I've watched myself, watched him against Arsenal, watching for Sporting is Ugarte. And if United don't sign him because he's the right age, right time to get somebody who's got legs and lungs to win.
They'll sign him.
And who's got positional sense. One of the most impressive thing about him is that he's not amazing on the ball, but his positional sense is exceptional. Knowing, reading it, where to go, what space to cover, where to be on the football pitch, is exceptional. So that's the guy they need to sign. If you get this Thunderberg and all these other dickheads,
they need to get both.
And Fafana ain't that guy either. Fafana's a different.
Fafana's got to Milan anyway. You don't have to worry about
Fafana. He's a totally different player. He's a totally different player. For me, he's a totally different player to what Ugarte is. But that's what we need. In terms of finishing, with all of the different things that Arne Slot has to deal with, if Erik ten Hag don't by now figure out the mistakes that he's made for the first 2 years at this football club, then I think it could be a wrap before Crimbo, people. It could be a wrap. I'm telling you now, it could be a wrap because I'm telling you now, you know how agenda goes, and the media have already got agenda. Every time United do something, what's the camera zooming into? Who are they zooming into?
I get it. If I'm
Rude is there. Yeah. So at the end of the day, we'll be what we'll be. But I say it and I say again, and some of you can get into the argument, Masraoui is a risk, and he can play left back. The Lit is a risk in terms of where he is in his career. These things are a risk. I hope and pray, touch wood, that they all stay fit.
So do you know what? I like what you said, Nuruddin, right? That leads me to ask you directly, what's your expectations then going into this season? As you've pitched all that and you've heard my logic, Rance's logic, and you've agreed with parts of every one of us, where are you at now going into Friday now?
Manchester United should be going for fighting for third, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Man, to me, midfielder is important. Midfielder is important. And by the way, we already know, yeah. And Erik ten Hag does this. If he learns from the last 2 years, if he actually coaches the squad other than the first 11 during in-game, if he knows what to take out, understands the guys who played in the final, who played in the later rounds of the Europa League, who played in the Premier League last season, taking them out and putting fresh legs on and making substitutions. All of those things are onto him. All those things are onto him. So if he does that, Manchester United should be fighting. But do I think that's going to happen? The jury's still out. And wait and CFC is here. I'm the chairman, the founder, the CEO, lifetime member. and I'm waiting to see what Eric Ten Hag does.
That's
what I'm waiting.
One thing I want to say about what you said about the players and that's coming in. I genuinely don't believe that any of the players we signed were risks. I believe that if anyone was a risk, it was Lenny Euro. And even him, based on his trajectory and based on the amount of games he played in a very physical league, and players that come from France tend to acclimatize very well in the Premier League, he was only a risk because of his age. Do you know what I'm saying? But I don't think he was a risk in terms of his ability and what he's done. One of the players of the season in that league, well, he was player of the season for his club anyway. The point is, when I look at De Ligt, I don't see De Ligt as a risk. A lot of people talk about De Ligt's availability. He played over 80% of his games for Juventus and Bayern Munich. So it's been overstated, his injury record. It's been overstated. The same as Mazraoui's. I think in terms of age, experience, him and Mazraoui are Champions League level footballers. Yep. I don't see how they can be a risk at Manchester United when we're a Europa League team at present. So I don't see them as risks at all.
It's an upgrade, man.
They've won leagues.
Yeah, exactly. Xerxes' profile, I don't see him as a risk. There's no such thing as a sure thing. Do you know what I'm saying? But the guy's played at Bayern Munich. Do you know what I'm saying? He's come from a team that's done really well and is in the midst of getting raided. That's usually what happens when teams over exceed. Your players get taken. We saw it with Leicester. We've seen it with Monaco. I think that he's one of the most interesting young forwards in the game at the moment because that market is very weak. So I don't think that that's a risk either.
And his profile is unique as well.
Yeah, he's very unique. So I don't think that that's a risk. When I'm looking at all our signings, I think there's no such thing as a sure thing in football.
But maybe he's talking about risk because he's saying because of our injury department. Because basically we don't look after players. Maybe that's the angle.
Yeah, but most players get injured, bro.
Listen. Most players do get injured. The reason why I'm saying they're the risk, the reason why De Ligt is a risk because he's not done Premier League football, man. Champions League's another thing. Premier League. This league. No other league tests you as a player other than the French league than this league.
Physically.
Euro is the guy that I never worry about. You know why? Because he's 18. And you know what? When you're a center as an 18-year-old, I'm allowing you to make mistakes till you get to 21, 22, 23. Because if you're playing, you should be learning the position. But he's already a phenomenal, like a generational 16, starting for his team, 16 years old in that league. Playing against men.
2 years experience at 18
exactly.
is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. So I never worried about him. Xerxes I don't worry about. Xerxes for me, the physicality and that, he's already a tank, right? The touch is there. The man's got velvet touch. Velvet. And for me, I always said about profile footballers, especially attacking forward, if your first touch is everything, your first touch can buy you so much time on what to do. If your touch is secure and ball secureness, and that's why I coined the phrase Timberland boots. And I used to picking it up from Mancunian way. When United signed Lukaku, I told Saeed, this guy is not the guy. That touch is nowhere there. Because when he was at 16, he used to just fall over the top, bully people, and he never developed his game. No coach, he developed his game. So that's I don't worry about. But in terms of playing in the defense, and the thing about it, what most guys do not understanding. When I'm saying that they're a risk, Mazraoui and De Ligt, I'm not saying them alone as players. I'm saying the manager we have. I'm saying the injury, the Dr. Death that we have, right? And the medical department we have. Those people, that's why I'm saying they're a risk. And plus the league. The league is
that's a humbler. The league's a humbler.
The way Eric Ten Hag played last season, I'm surprised not every player was injured. And I don't care what anybody can tell me. I've watched football enough. I was there at Old Trafford with Saeed watching it. Some of you have been to Old Trafford last season. You see the amount of running man have to do because six are up the pitch and open wide spaces. Yeah. It's impossible to do that. So that's the reason why I'm saying they're a risk. Because they come from Germany. But go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. The biggest plus for me out of all these signings, last year we bought in Højlund. Was he arguably a starter? Let's be honest. He's probably not. He's a backup option. Mason Mount, who's never going to start in this team.
Never a full
buy last season. Onana was the only starter I
Onana.
think we bought last season. Onana's the only starter. You know, the season before that, Casemiro and Sancho. Anthony, let's be honest, was he ever going to nail that opportunity? You know what I mean? Probably not. So this season, we have bought in 4 starters. Oh, the only reason why Lenny Yoro's injured right now, but he would be starting. Yeah, all of these guys are coming into the team directly. Mazarawi's not going to be benching. He's going to be starting ahead of Luke Shaw. I'm telling you now, guys. Yeah, if he stays fit, he will be starting that position.
Yeah.
So would Diallo.
Availability is the best ability. Ten Hag needs to plan with that. It's simple.
He's not a starting left back compared to Luke Shaw.
No. But
Diallo will play left back.
Ten Hag needs to. But what it is, Marcel, is that we've run out of chances with Luke Shaw. We know that Luke Shaw is great.
We can't
at the end of the day, if Ten Hag needs to be challenging for third and doing,
he's got to do what he did to Martial.
He needs to do the best for the squad. Which
remember Martial, Tyrone.
He needs to put patterns and partnerships together. Marcel, he needs to put patterns and partnerships together. We can't have Luke Shaw coming in for 2 games and being out for 5 games, and then Mazraoui dropping a 6 out of 10, 5 out of 10 because he's not getting rhythm. If Mazraoui's playing good, I don't care what profile it is. Mazraoui stays in the side. It's simple as that.
Yeah, no, I hear that. I just think we'll be annoyed early stages when Ten Hag does the complete opposite to what you're saying, to see and give Luke Shaw the opportunity to build into some sort of consistency. Ultimately, what you're saying is correct, but when I hear that statement, I'm automatically fine because we know
I
what
agree
Luke
with you
Shaw's
because
meant
me and
to
Nuri
be.
have already said.
And it's not even if we know what Luke Shaw's meant to be, because
I know what he's meant to be.
Luke Shaw is a
I know what
left
he's meant
centre
to be.
back. I think he's a left-sided centre-back. I've been saying it since his inconsistencies from even last season, because he can't play 30 games at left-back. We all know this. It's 15 max. But at left-sided centre-back, it's a little less running, so he can do a bit more. But there will be a period, Ty and everyone else, where at the beginning of the season, even though he's not around consistently and he's heavily unreliable, he's going to go back to Luke Shaw. He'll be forcing him to put them there, until he realizes, okay, it's going to be below there or Mazraoui there.
Sorry, in your 3rd season, if we're losing as a result of that and a dynamics changer, that's on Ten Hag. Can you all agree with that one?
100%.
That's on
100%, bro. Because you can't. Sorry, Saeed.
Especially if results are going our way.
But Liverpool don't go Kalas when Trent is not available. Chelsea don't go Kalas when Reece James is not available. They can still win games. They can still function as a team. They still have players to make it work. Like Luke Shaw ain't nobody special, bro. I'll be deadly honest.
The only thing, and I'm not trying to defend Luke Shaw.
As a teenager, he ain't nothing special. So like
I hear you. No. Do you know what? Like that, Faz, I fully hear you, and I'm not saying you're wrong. But the only thing I can rebuttal to that is maybe because Mazraoui is a right-footed left back, and for the width of the team, maybe Ten Hag sees his profile as actually I need a left-footed player there, because Gusto is a right back and we all know that he's right-footed, and I wanted him at United anyway. And you got Conor Bradley. Yes, like Leon said, no one knew much about him last season, but he's come on the scene and he's got the athleticism to play in the Premier League. But again, he's right-footed, so in terms of the shape, it doesn't change too much. We're probably looking at Ten Hag thinking that he needs a left-footed player there, and that's the only thing.
Ten Hag plays inverted.
He's inverted. I was just going to say.
Yeah, but Mazraoui, what I'm saying, Mazraoui's inverted. He's right-footed at left.
No, but I'm saying he plays inverted fullbacks anyway. Luke Shaw weren't getting down the byline and putting in crosses, so we don't need to pretend that that's what's happened. It never happened. So the fact that Luke Shaw was left-footed made absolutely no difference to
it was the Rashford connection. They told me, he unlocks Rashford. Get the F out of here, man.
That guy
couldn't defend, was a coward, get bullied, and Malacia has got more cojones than Luke Shaw will ever have in his life. Malacia will never let him.
No, Nuruddin, people were going mad at me when I said Reguilon showed more in a few games than Luke Shaw showed. And people were saying, nah, no way, he's nowhere near the quality.
To me, Luke Shaw is brainwashing. It's brainwashing. Luke Shaw was good for when the first season when he came, I was like, oh my God, this kid under Van Gaal, I was like, oh my God.
The only season he's ever good season he's had is with Memphis. That's it.
Literally,
that's the only good season he's had, bro.
Maybe that was it. One season where was it? I can't remember. There was one season where he did all right towards the end.
And I'm not lying to you. Every manager that's been here since then has always questioned him on his diet, questioned him on his professionalism, questioned him on everything.
Like you,
everything's been questioned. But because he's not an attacking player, those people can hide in it. They can hide.
Can I say something?
Martial and Rashford and Pogba were getting all the brunt of it when my guy is just
horrendous. You know, the thing is for me, when people say, "Can you unlock Rashford?" Rashford can only unlock himself anyway. Now, the thing is, though, Rashford can only unlock himself.
Listen, I understand what people are saying, though. I understand what people are saying in terms of saying, can you have a regular, like Gary Neville Beckham? Can you have a know what each other are doing? But at the end of the day,
you're talking about
modern football.
Exactly.
Yeah, but modern football. But modern football really should be about squad. The whole squad should know each other's game inside out because you see these men every day anyway. Do you know what I mean?
The owners question him anyway, man. If the owners come out and said, "Please, Shaw, stay fit," you know what I mean? So the owners coming out.
I posted people like that's he's not taking the piss. That's actually embarrassing.
I know.
That's embarrassing.
Yep.
That's people are like, I'm like, yo, this is people like this is banana. That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
That is embarrassing.
And also, you know what, as well, just to add to that, yeah, in any other type of sport, if a player's injured like that and has that sort of injury record, he doesn't get the grace. Like people, like you become like people don't feel like they can rely or back you anymore. If you think about any other sport, do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter how talented, even if we were to say that Luke Shaw's mad talented, you just don't get it. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, in NFL, if you get injured during the season, they just pay you out.
Yeah, they
if
just
you
pay
got
out.
Injuries like that, they'll just pay you out. See you later.
He's on a big contract now, man.
I don't think there's ever been a player that's survived.
Yeah, he's had a lot
like
of
that
excuses.
because, bro, even Ledley King never got 10 years, and they loved him. You know them ones there. They absolutely loved him, and he didn't get 10 years. And he's an ambassador, and he's at the club, and he's still working. Like they love the guy, but Luke Shaw's thing, yeah. Even the managers come out and said Luke Shaw can't play more than once a week. The Brits 29, get him the fuck out.
Rand, it's so incompetent that after all these years, we've never actually gone out and signed another left back.
And we've given him another deal.
We've given him more money as well, bro.
Contract. What did I say to you? I tweeted it out. I've seen this movie before. I bought the t-shirt. I had the popcorn, man. What the fuck are the Manchester?
That was Ten Hag that sanctioned that new deal as well for him.
Shaking hands with him like that.
I can't even speak on this injury stuff, yeah, because I have a certain mind frame when it comes to injuries, and obviously when I said certain things about certain players who are out the door, yeah,
they're not here now.
These are the things. These are the things. But these are what I'm trying to say. It's not one rule for one and one rule for another. Get these men out. Same way. If I'm the manager and you can't stay fit, you cannot play for me. Simple as that. You cannot play for me because if you can't stay fit and I'm relying on you, yeah, I'm gonna lose my job. You're still gonna be sitting down doing adverts for Adidas and all that other shit. You know what I mean? So no, yeah, and the same thing goes to everyone. Like no matter how good a player, I'm not disputing man's qualities or whatever. I'm not saying anyone's shit. But if you get injured all the time, you have to go. I can't rely on you. I can't play with you.
There are players who have retired for less, Traps, by the way.
Yeah, fact.
There are players who have retired for less.
He's on too much money though, and he's been treated too well, bro. The guy literally went to the Euros. The brother went to the Euros, never played none of the group stage games, yeah. Came in the knockout stages and started the final. This guy, yeah, his PR and the way he gets treated, yeah, is I've never seen this in football in my entire
unbelievable.
life.
It's unbelievable.
Unbelievable, man.
It's absolutely. You know what? Apparently, all his family are London-based in it. The big Chelsea family, yeah. They must have. They pull some strings, man. I'm telling you.
No, but you know what? Yeah, but no, but do you know what? Do you know what?
I'm telling you, what? No, 1 second, Traps. This season he will take over Jones.
Yeah, of course, he's the new Phil Jones.
He's the new Phil Jones.
He will take. Like that thinking, it will take over Jones.
Marcel ain't having it, man. Marcel ain't having it.
So I agree with everyone. I just feel like we're going so far away from the realities a little bit. He has a use case at left center. I've been saying it for too long. Just throw him there and give him the 15 games.
He can't even stay fit, bro.
But I hear that he can't stay fit. But when it's like when he is fit, we're asking him to do the up and down running at left back, Nuruddin.
Because he's a left back.
Leon, we've seen him do top performances at left-sided centre back, Leon.
Marcel,
stop making him do the up and down running.
That wasn't a free though.
Listen,
we've seen it against Haaland, bro. He's played.
Man City at home. Man City with him and Varane.
I agree with you though.
He has had good performances there. He hasn't.
I
got
agree
form.
with you.
He's
I'm just
not
saying.
fit.
The left side is centre back.
I think what
Then you've
Marcel's
got
saying is that like, if you're
Martinez,
gonna get availability out of
Euro,
him,
and
playing him
Delict.
left centre
You've
back.
got 4 kind of competent-ish centre backs for
No.
our system. That
But,
can
but,
play
but,
on the
but
halfway line.
Marcel, my
I
only
agree.
comeback to that is, yeah, I agree that he can play at left centre back, and that's what I would probably do to preserve his injuries
Preserve him.
and try to keep.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to say to you is though, when you've got Lisandro Martinez there, who is probably one of the best left centre backs
Bro,
in the
what do you
league
mean?
anyway,
What do you mean?
where
What do you
are
mean
you gonna-
preserve,
where-
man?
One second. Where are you going to
Preserve.
play?
Because
Luke?
Traps,
This is not. This is
But
not about. This is
Marcel,
No, I'm with you,
you're gonna
Traps.
play him
Traps,
in
I
I'm
midfield.
with you.
can't take this shit. You know.
No,
Man's
Traps,
talking
no,
about
no,
preserving
no,
Luke Shaw.
No,
Man's
I'll
talking
explain
about
it.
the
Man
dog,
said
bro.
fast for sure, you know. Fast
I'll
for sure.
explain
One
it,
at a
Traps.
time. One at a time.
Traps, I'll
It's a
explain
hospital.
It's
something.
left shoulder.
Allow it, bro.
Traps,
Allow it,
explain it.
bro. Allow it, man.
Traps, he's
Allow
telling
it,
you
bro.
put him on ice, bro. He's telling
No,
you
bro,
put him on
listen.
ice.
Bruv,
Put him in the
man's moving
freezer.
like, listen, man's moving like Luke Shaw's Roy Hodgson or something, bruv. Allow it, kick him out the club, man. Kick him out the
you're
fucking
missing
club,
it.
bro. About percent.
Missing
That
it.
man's
You're
over to
missing
ice,
it.
bro. Are you not mad or something, bruv? What's
No,
and
bro,
Reds,
you're
Reds.
missing
And you
it.
see Reds,
We
and Reds,
can't
you was
get rid
right,
of
you
him.
know. You see
We've
this
given him a new contract.
you see this dopamine that goes into these man's bodies and that, bro. Yeah, when every time they see talk about players, it's fucking crazy, bro. Bro, how can you be telling me this? How can you be telling me this shit, bro? Like we have got like, the season starts on Friday. 2 days away, you're talking about preserving, man. Fuck off. Fuck off, man.
Well, the reality is, Traps, is that we've signed him on a new contract last season.
Who's we?
You have done that.
Who's
we
we?
never asked him
Who's
to
we?
do that.
Who's we, bruv?
Manchester United Football Club, the club that we all support, is we.
Bro, the same
at the end of the
manager,
day-
the
at
same
the end of the
manager
day-
that came out and said Luke Shaw can't play more than once a week, yeah, sanctioned this brother getting 190k.
At the end of the
It's
day,
headless.
man. No. I'm not saying I'm not saying this is a great idea. I'm agreeing with all of you.
But
And
we
like
should
I
use
said at
him
the
as
top of this, man.
backup left centre back when he's fit. I agree also.
Right, thank
Man's
you.
talking-
That's
man's-
all I'm
man's
saying.
talking
I'm
about
saying the
support
reality
plans.
is, Rance, we're getting
Man's talking about
shagged.
support plans for
People that-
players.
The people that are seeing the realities of this is getting shagged because we're keeping a
Bro,
player on.
you are
that-
moving, man's moving like social services, cuz. What are you on about? What are you on about?
Well, listen to it, and then you'll know what I'm on about. You're missing it.
Nah, bro, I've heard enough, bro.
When you
I've
see,
heard
when you
enough.
see what I'm
Man
saying,
can't be talking
you
about
agree with it.
man. Because the reality of it is who's your ideal partnership?
Oh, it's gonna be Martinez Euro.
All right, so that's your that's your ideal partnership. So
Correct,
we just
yeah,
signed Delict, who you was moaning about the other day, yeah, and he's come through the door. So where does
Great
Luke
news.
Shaw fit into all of this?
Like I said again, because you're missing it. That's why you're calling me social services.
No, so
I
when-
said to you, the man-
when-
let me finish. Just let me finish.
No,
That's
it's a
the only thing that you need to
Marcel.
do.
No, Marcel. No. It's a simple.
Hear his point out.
Yeah,
No,
hear him
he's
out,
not
hear him
asking my
out.
question.
Hear him
No,
out.
he's not asking my question. It's
I'm
a simple
answering
question. Where does he fit into it? I don't want to hear the other shit.
That's
I
what
wanna
he's
hear where he
trying to
fits
do,
in.
though. Traps
That's what I'm
is
trying to
you know.
do. I'm trying to
Okay,
answer
let
that.
him land.
The
Raging.
magic is listening to it. So he
Go on.
comes in as a second choice left side centre back, playing 15 games. At the top of this, Traps, I said the man can only really play 15 games at left back.
So basically,
maybe 20
Europa
games
League.
hopefully as a
Marcel,
left-sided
that
centre
fair.
So
back.
you get
Maybe Europa League.
so you get 190 grand a week to be
To play
a second
Europa
choice
League.
centre back and play 15 games. That's what
Trap-
you get.
Yes, yeah. Can I finish? Can I add? I want to add to
Yes.
that, bro.
Go on,
I've
go
been
on.
saying that we're getting shagged. We've got Maguire on stupid money, useless. Lindelof.
What's Maguire
you
got to do with
said-
it?
But no, I'm just.
He's
it's the
talking
point
about
that
what the
I'm
reality
trying to.
is.
Yeah, thank you, Leon.
No.
The
Go on.
reality of
Hey.
what we're living in right now is this is where we're at. So we're gonna have to make do with certain situations.
Yeah,
This is
190
the
bags
great
on Maguire.
scenario
190
for
on
Luke
Shaw.
Shaw.
Yeah.
This is the greatest scenario for him. Left side
120 on Lindelof.
We've stupidly, I'm agreeing with the rants and everyone else here. It's stupid that we've kept Luke Shaw on for this many years, this poor in terms of heavily unrebutted. I'm agreeing with it. But if you've got this predicament, Traps, the best thing to do is stop playing him down the left back and asking
Yeah,
him
and
to
try and
to
make
do the
use of
doggy.
him at left centre back, so we're
Stop
getting something
doing
out
it.
of him rather than being out for 6 months.
Get
of the
him in
season.
the centre back position where he can do that sprint
Bro,
going backwards
bro,
and keep
bro,
us on the
I'll
high
be
line.
real. This motherfucker. But bro, this Fred's getting
Hold
injured
on,
in
hold on.
training. He's not even getting injured in matches.
Well, he
This
got
is
injured in
mad.
training.
Hold on.
That's the maddest thing.
But
Hold
that's
on,
why
hold
he's
on.
second choice.
Hold-
That's why I put him as second choice.
Hold on. No, but hold on. What is it that because you're talking about the Maguire and this that and the other? What is it that because there's never been no talk of selling Luke Shaw? Why is that not happening?
Oh no, we've always said it. No, everyone
Nah,
here's
he-
always.
No,
seen
I'm
that
talking
he
about
sold.
from the club. Yeah, from the club. Why do you think?
The club are on.
They rate him. They rate him.
Oh, they love him.
They
They
love
say
him.
he's like
I don't know why,
roadie
bro.
when he plays.
I don't know why, bro, but they love him. They love him. And my manager, like what Rance has been saying,
Now,
and
we
my
don't have
manager
to keep-
sanctioned it. So I've got to agree with
Exactly.
Like,
So that's my point. Your manager has sanctioned it. Don't be
Yeah.
telling me about left centre back who's obviously he sanctioned it, because the same way you could turn around. This is what I told you. See, certain serious managers come into clubs and they say, you know what, you're not in my plans. Get out. Yeah, simple as that. But you see, as time goes on, the longer you stay, the more likely you are to
I don't
stay.
blame particularly Marcel. It's the fan base, man. The fan base, love, but sure. Once a club know what the fan base like, they don't really like. That's why they caved into Bruno Fernandes stuff. That's why they caved into a lot of stuff, man. Once the fan base latch onto it, then the club will be there.
Saeed,
so,
what's their favorite line? What's their favorite? The favorite line is when he plays, though. It's like no, but when he's fit.
Let's move on from talk. I want to talk about Sancho, because there's some news coming out that PSG not really looking to go and get him. They just got Desiree Doué, who's a baller. I don't know if you man know Desiree Doué. Very, very much a baller. So what start with you, Tyrone? What do we do now? Obviously, if we need to sell, would you keep him? Do we think we have use with him with all the wingers we've got right now? What are you saying, Tyrone?
To be honest, yeah, with Sancho, I personally think this is the first thing I'm going to say. I think him and Ten Hag's relationship is personally just broken. I just think they don't see eye to eye. You go to work and you don't really get along with your manager, but you get paid at the end of the month and you do your thing. At the end of the day, right, they've got to try and put that both aside, like they said, and I think he's going to probably at the moment stay if PSG and another team don't come in for him. Do I have a problem with that? No, because I look at it, right, you've got Ahmad and you've got Sancho. For me, the technical, the IQ footballers, ball to feet, can retain possession, can pen teams back. And then you've got Rashford, you've got Garnacho as kind of your outlets. So for me, like Rance was saying earlier about having two different players in two different positions, I like having two different profiles in them positions. And Rashford and Garnacho give us the outlet, and Ahmad and Sancho give us that sort of technical ability. So do I think Sancho has use in this squad? I 100% do. I think there will be certain games that suit him and there'll be certain games that don't suit him. That doesn't mean he's a bad or good player. I just think we need to use him correctly. Has he had the best time here at Manchester United? No. Did I expect more? Yes. I think everyone would agree with that. But I still think there's more to give than what he's seen in the last 3 seasons. Now, if a good offer come in, would I be willing to accept it? Yes, just because I think it's better for his career that he probably moves on and goes and actually enjoys his football again and, goes back just with a smile on his face and doing his thing. He's 24 years of age. He's in prime time now. But if he does stay, is he one of them players I'm going to look at in the squad and think, oh my God, why is he staying? No, because he actually has qualities that I think that, we can get the best out of him. He still has, something to offer for the team. So I don't know whether he stays or goes. But I'm not too fussed if he does stay because I still think he's a good player nonetheless. I wouldn't say that, straight away he's a guaranteed starter in my starting 11. But if he's starting games and Rashford was benched, for example, I'm not going to be cussing in a group chat like, oh, Sancho's starting. I'm going to be looking at it like, yo, Sancho, seize this opportunity. Show us what you can do, because there's a lot of fans out there that do want him sold. And there's a lot of people that actually probably don't even think he's a good player, which I think is naive. So, I'm happy for him to stay.
Ty, has he said sorry to Ten Hag yet? Has he said sorry to our manager?
No one knows.
We're doing this again.
Right, no, Ty.
But Marcel.
No, it's yes or no?
Ten Hag. No. Ten Hag has come out. Look, our manager,
to him.
Marcel, our manager has come out and said, we have squashed it, we have moved on, and we've put it aside. So that's enough for me. If a manager,
and everyone else should as well. Like, fans
for me.
still be talking about that at this point.
You get me? Like,
I sit with this, the Desiree Doué thing, I don't think that's got anything to do with Jadon Sancho, because I can tell you for free, Doué ain't good enough, to be starting week in, week out for PSG in the league and the Champions League at 19 years old, bro. Because them man had, Mbappe, fucking Dembele and that, and it still weren't it. You know them one. So Doué's not it. Doué doesn't go into that team and improve it, bro. He doesn't. Like, that guy, they've bought him for the future. If he starts week in, week out for PSG, Enrique will be looking for an upgrade on him. Enrique likes Sancho. Sancho adds quality to that team, innit? Like, immediately. Doué's one for the future. I don't think they bought
decision making, which I think they don't have in the final third.
But they don't. And because he's a Spanish manager and he's very much a possession manager, and Doué is very much of the mode of get on the ball, try and take people on. Doué's not even really an Enrique style player. Like, to me, that's a club signing, innit? So he personally likes Sancho. So I don't think the Doué thing is going to stop him from wanting to get Sancho. So I think those two things are not connected. I think people are speculating. I believe if PSG can do a deal for him and they believe they can get him, Enrique will take him and he'll play there. And I think
do you think we can play the bargain and then an Ugarte and that's part of it? Then it's probably the easiest way to do the rest, right?
Brother, yeah. I think that there is a way that everyone's happy, and that's if Sancho gets his PSG move, Enrique gets Sancho, we get Ugarte because we want Ugarte. The deals don't have to be directly linked. But if we said to them, yo, we'll nice you on Sancho, we want 50 million, but you can have him on loan this season if you guarantee to give us 40 next season. And same with Ugarte, you give us Ugarte on loan and we'll guarantee to give you 40 or something like that. And then everyone's happy. No one shells out no big money up front. PSR's looking nice.
And both sides get to see what other players.
You get me? We can spud. Of course, we spud and we say, you know what? We just saved each other some money this window. We can go and strengthen other areas. We're both happy. I believe that's the way that everyone gets what they want. Sancho's too good to be sitting on the bench. He's at the age he's at where he needs to be playing somewhere. He needs to be playing somewhere. This is where he's supposed to put his foot down and really show people who he is. He'll do that at PSG. He'll get another Champions League run. He'll at least make the quarterfinals of the Champions League, and he'll probably win a title. So it's a good move for him. Us letting him go is a good move for us because we get his 250k off the books, and also the manager doesn't fancy him, so there's no point keeping him. It doesn't benefit anyone keeping him.
Yeah.
But if we kept him, of course, for selfish reasons, it's good to have a player of that quality. What's the point in having him? What's the point in having a player of that quality that's not
putting him on the bench?
It makes no sense.
Exactly.
Well, it depends, innit? It depends, innit? It depends, man.
Unless Rashford gets a long-term injury, Rashford's not. I mean, Sancho's not getting minutes, bro. And even then, I don't even trust the manager to play Sancho.
No. That's what I said.
But that's what I'm trying to say.
With the right players, listen,
I don't trust Sancho to perform for us, Rance.
No, but it's down to the right players you play.
Yeah, but you could say that you don't trust Sancho, but bro, it's one of them ones where he has not been afforded the same grace as other players. So it's easy to say that you don't trust Sancho, but man has seen rain, sleet, or snow, Rashford starting. And manager's talking him about playing himself into form. Same with Garnacho and these other players. They've been allowed to play
bare game time.
And he's been allowed to play himself into form. Sancho's never been allowed to play himself into form. And I also saw a very interesting stat here with fucking like De Ligt, for example. You know that this brother's never had the same manager 2 seasons in a row, his whole career, bro.
Okay.
Shit like that is crazy. Do you know what I mean? You look at someone like Ugarte as well, who goes into PSG and then the new manager comes in who plays a completely different styles, and then there's a contrast, there's a clash, and then it doesn't work out, bro. Just because things don't work out for a certain player with certain managers, it doesn't mean that they're not good, because Ralph and Carrick both liked Sancho, but they were 2 managers that weren't permanent managers, bro. Both of those managers dropped Rashford. Both of them.
Listen, at the end of the day, I think what you just said is 100%. Just because it's like anything. You've all worked. I'm sure you've all had jobs. There's certain relations, there's certain managing, there's certain organization, there's certain seniors in whatever organization or whatever work that you work with will get the best out of you, who know how to manage you. That's how it is in life. Football ain't a different world to what we live, majority of us have experienced and lived in life. It's about the connections and about the relationships and about the belief to get the best out of you. Ten Hag, 100% thinks Marcus Rashford can do no wrong. You know what I mean? He can play. Like Rand said, man like Ralph was like, yo, Elanga, come on, son. Rash, take a seat. At the end,
not only that, Nuruddin, but he said after Elanga scored in that European game, was it? He said that
certain man can learn from him, and that
should learn from that.
And he was talking to Rashford.
And he was talking to Rashford. Yep.
So at the end of the day, it could be like, and I said, I'm not here to clamp down on Rashford, but something happened, and I actually think it's to do with the way Sancho was treated. And I actually feel that I think last season him and Ten Hag fell out.
Because boys, isn't it?
Yeah. You know what? Ten Hag was still saying, "You're my guy, save me," innit? That's why Ten Hag was rushing people back from injury quickly. and he was.
Also,
And I
can
don't
I
want
just
to
say one
argue
thing
about
as
it.
well?
It's a fact that he was. He was doing.
Can
it
I
to
just say
players.
one thing
And
as
Luke
well?
Shaw even exposed his own manager and
Yeah, he
said,
did, he did,
"Ten
he did.
Hag's to blame. I'm to blame. The medical department
Medical
to blame."
team,
He
yeah.
did say that.
Everyone.
He
Let
did
me
say
just
that.
say something as well.
So the cat's out the bag on that one, right? And I was telling Saeed this month and month before, because if you understand football, you can see what's happening. You can see what's happening, and because Solskjaer was doing it to Martial and Rashford.
Yeah.
So when people are a bit too hard on
And
Rashford, I'm like, you know what? Rashford had broken bones on his fucking shoulder and back. Couldn't put a boot on, and he came out in that Europa League final, that interview after. And I'm like, I can't be too hard because this guy literally played through bones, broken bones. Like, back is a serious thing, you know. Like, if you do anything to yours, that's a serious injury. And Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, with his robustness, was forcing man to play. And I was telling people, modern football, the speed what you move with, the amount of games you play, ain't when you played, you dickhead. It ain't with football. Let's say in the 90s, when football now is a different level in terms of the intensity, in terms of the running that needs to be done. So at the end of the day, I look at Sancho, I think, a beautiful footballer. I'm not going to lie to you guys. One of my favorite games of last season, or might have been the season before, was the Leicester game. Remember when Maddison, not last season, the season before, when we took
3-0,
Leicester
yeah, the 3-0
apart.
game. Yeah.
Sancho came in and played like a number 10. And, like, proper, he played, you know how Ahmad plays? Where when the ball's out wide, everybody said he goes out wide. Soon as the ball comes inside, he comes inside. And some of the goals, some of the things he did, he's a beautiful footballer, man. Like, you know, when you watch a footballer like that first touch, just that patience on the ball, like everything around him is chaos, but it's like, cool the fuck down.
Now he's a proper thinking man's player,
He's
innit?
a proper footballer. So for me, it always breaks me when we let in players of that quality, players that who can slow it down. I look at the goals against Liverpool. No other fucking guy in our squad is ever scoring that goal against Liverpool. Putting man to sleep, telling Milner to lie down as well while I was there, giving people the eyes, the goalkeeper, everything. The level of technical ability and calmness in the most pressured area in a box. He's calm. And for me, I'm always gutted about losing players like that because you don't have many of those players. And I watch football to watch that level of player. That's what I'm excited
That's
about.
why Ahmad has to start this year. If you don't start, me and Rance
Listen, I got a bad news for you guys. I don't think Ahmad's going to
I don't think he's going to get the game time.
I don't think Ahmad's going to start on Friday.
Out again, man.
Out again. I was going to say as well, I don't think Eric has actually like put the Sancho situation past him. I think the club have asked him to,
that's what I think.
Bite the bullet.
No, I think I've told him.
Get on with it. That's what I think. Because
I don't agree. You know.
Let me give you my conspiracy theory first. Let me just give you my conspiracy theory because I love a good conspiracy theory. He used to have Van der Gaag and Benny McCarthy with him, which would help him, freeze out players in training or treat them anyhow. But he don't now. He's got different people next to him who are in essence spies of Ineos, and they're not gonna willy-nilly let him do anything with the players anymore. So the club have done the right thing by telling the man. That's what we wanted Merto and Arnold to do. One of them to step in and tell the manager and the player, sort it out in front of the public. And that's what they've done. They've sorted it out in the public, but I don't think that the manager, and I'm going to go a little bit deeper, one layer deeper, considering the type of manager he is, the background he comes from, the way he articulates himself, he's a very stubborn old man. If you know about stubborn old men, Nuruddin, don't take shots, yeah? I'm just saying.
Baz, man.
Hey. He's done.
I'm just saying they can be stubborn old men, yeah, managers, football managers that don't let shit slide, bro. I don't think he's got.
Hey, but guys, let me tell you something. Let me tell you why I disagree first. The reason why I disagree is I don't think, that the manager's holding on to the beef with Sancho. I just think he never rated him ever. And he's showing us he don't rate him. I don't think that they've got beef, bro, because even when you watch them speak, his body language towards Sancho is fine. Sancho's body language towards the manager is fine. I genuinely don't think it's a beef thing. I just think he don't rate man, and he's never gonna rate man. You know them ones. I don't think it's about the argument. He just doesn't like the kind of player that he is. He doesn't even really like the kind of player Ahmad is, bro. If we're being honest, he's only playing Ahmad.
You reckon?
Bro,
Well,
he's
he
only
wants
playing
the runners.
He's only playing Ahmad because he kind of has to, because there's been external pressures, on him to play Ahmad from the club and the fan base as well.
The fan base.
100%. Remember what happened with Grealish, and Southgate when Grealish was on the bench and he got bullied by the England fans to play Jack Grealish. And then as soon as he could drop Grealish and as soon as his form went, he dropped him. You know the man, and this was going to happen with Ahmad. Give Ahmad 3 starts and he don't score, bro. He's out the team, bro. I'm telling you, he don't like him, bro. He just likes runners, bro.
No, but you know what? There's got to be some kind of conversation, about all these things. Obviously, by the new owners or whatever, they've got to have said to him, look, man, like, with all due respect, you've had the free reins here, like, you know what I mean? You the player that you brought in, because you have to remember, it's true what Rand said. He might have not rated him from the start because the minute he came through the door, he tried to overpay for this other winger, to come in the door
already.
straight away. That was the first thing he done. Then he tried to send him away on some flipping training scheme thing in the Netherlands and whatnot. So it is evident that he has some kind of issue with Sancho. But I think that the ownership turned around and said, no, listen,
Hey guys, you see the season that the season that Sancho came in was that the same season that Ronaldo came in?
Oli.
Yeah,
Yes.
Ronaldo.
That was the same season. No, because
Sancho.
I'm trying to remember. And then
Varane,
well, Oli got sacked the following season, right?
Yeah.
So the following
Yes.
Or was it the same season?
No, actually, no. You know what?
Oli got sacked the same season.
Same season. Yeah, you're right. In
Oli
October.
got sacked the same season. Yeah.
Fuck me. Oh, Sancho's had it bad. All right, cool. So
No strikers as well.
Hold on. So Oli brought in Sancho. Oli
Got
got
sacked.
And then we had 2 interims. We had Carrick and Ralph, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That same season. So Sancho had 3 managers that season.
Right.
And then Hitler came in after that.
Man said Hitler.
Is that what man are telling me?
Oh wait, man said.
No, bro. Like, think about
I hear it. What are you saying? 4 managers in 2 seasons. That's
no, but it's not just 4 different managers.
No
the
strikers.
the 2 interim managers liked him, and then the 2 permanent managers didn't
like him.
You know them ones there. And the thing is, like when you actually look at it, Ten Hag hasn't liked him from the moment he came in. Ten Hag was waiting for an excuse to fabricate some beef with him, to get him out the squad. You know them ones
and
there.
that's why Sancho reacted the way he reacted. He's the quiet you usually. He's the quiet you. You don't hear him kicking off.
He never stood a chance with this manager.
Yeah, he didn't. And you know what? And you know what, Rance? He repeated the same thing that he said last year's preseason. Last year preseason, he played him as false. Everyone's like, "You're gonna play him as a false guy to start the season with because you haven't got a striker." This season, he comes out and goes, "Oh yeah, Sancho can play there." And I'm like, he's telling you, "I don't rate you. I don't want to play you. I don't think about you." That's why I'm saying you are that. Take the hint. That's the reason I called it last season. I said Sancho. What Eric Ten Hag is saying is not, and you know what? You know the saddest thing about it. I actually saw Sancho trimmed down more, played well. That he was the best player in that preseason, last year's preseason.
Yeah, he was unreal.
He was the best player,
running around.
You know what? He did everything, right?
And it wasn't enough.
And then he still see you later. And I'm telling you, I said that there was absolutely no need, and I'll argue this to death with anybody. Eric Ten Hag, to deflect from the way we got beaten at Arsenal, made the stories. That's what managers do. When things a moment are bad, they lash out and make scapegoat of somebody. And that's why he reacted the way he reacted.
Bro,
and it's exactly the same thing he said this season.
This is disgrace.
And I remember the point that I wanted to make. The point I wanted to make, first and foremost, on what I started, was that Sancho came in, had 3 different managers. He cost 70-odd million, and he was promised certain things. And the new manager came in, and the first thing he did was bring in Anthony to play on the right-hand side that Sancho was supposed to have been brought in to play on. So he rubbed Sancho out immediately before even giving him a chance. And this is my point. So there's going to be friction then. And look at the amount of leeway Anthony got, bro. And listen, Anthony...
But now Anthony's out the door now.
Anthony ain't even half the player Sancho is. So it's one of these things where... And he's been given allowances. So when people turn around and tell me that Sancho's been given a fair shake, it's a fallacy.
Yeah,
he has
but that's what
I'm
trying to. I'm going to ask you a question. Has Sancho started 10 games in a row under Ten Hag?
Not even that, Nuruddin. Has he even been played with the right people that complement and help him with his game? That's another one. But listen, Saeed, you need to do super chats.
All these extras.
No, I was going to say,
Manchester United Football Club. You have to show your level.
No, but you know what, Marcel? Can I just say one thing? Marcel, can I say one thing? Because the manager...
Explain to me who showed their level out wide. Who showed their level? Who showed their level?
No one's showing their level. Wait.
No one.
Why the fuck are you picking up?
No.
It's not. Marcel, let me just say before you come in. Marcel.
Our topic right now is Sancho. So I'm going to mark him by that topic. When we go to Anthony, it's the exact same pattern. Sell immediately.
No, it's not.
Sell immediately, just like Sancho, because at the club he's been doing. Both footballers have been doing rubbish at their tenure here.
Yeah, but can I just say one thing on that?
Buy for many reasons, as we've mentioned. You've mentioned some Nuruddin. Everyone here's mentioned some sort of points as to why you keep a Rashford. Garnacho's still in the process, so there's a reason to keep him and potential there. But when we're talking about an Anthony, he's been rubbish. He scored in a couple big games. He scored, so you might keep him for that. But overall, he's not really adjusted to the Premier League, and he's arguing with my manager again. Sell immediately. Sancho has to show us something, and he hasn't done it. At Dortmund, he was doing just the season before he got brought here. He's ripping up trees. He comes here and he's not ripping up trees. It doesn't matter. Whatever manager, the systems, all these kind of things.
Can I just say, Marcel? Can I just say, Nuruddin, one second. Nuruddin, one second.
Manchester United have not been a stable football.
Yeah, they haven't been for thing.
He's not for somebody to get the best out of anybody. That's why all of them are being dog shite. But go ahead, Leon.
And the other point as well is, obviously, Marcel, I have to disagree with because the manager, a lot of the time when he's under pressure, his first protocol and his first card to play is to throw players under. Just watch the way he speaks. When he finishes a game, he quite often says, I haven't got what I want, or they're not doing what I want. Do you understand where I'm coming from? He didn't have to, in my opinion. Look, Marcel, you can turn around and say, like, Sancho's unprofessional. That's an opinion. My opinion is that you didn't have to bring his name up after the Arsenal game.
No,
it was unnecessary.
It wasn't him, Leon. Leon, it wasn't him though. It's me asking you a question about Sancho, and he just answered it directly.
Okay, fair enough. But he didn't have to respond in that way because we've seen managers before defend and deflect their players, or because you can do it in professional sport. We all know that there's a way you can answer.
Phillips is
you don't have to answer directly in professional sport.
Told us all that season that certain man had rubbish in his team. He's been saying all the managers have been criticizing their players all season.
We're gonna be here for the
what should we be saying about his players that season?
I get you.
Saying about his players this season. The wicked journalist just mentioned something, and all Ten Hag said is the reason why X player is not here is because he hasn't been reaching the standards. Sancho had the audacity to go and say, no, I've been training well. Who the rascal do you think?
And he had been training well.
Yeah, who's to say he's not? We don't.
And he had been
training well. Leon.
Yeah, but I don't believe
he had been training well. This brother took 6 months off, and went to Dortmund.
How can we
and got your Champions League?
Can we focus on Ahmad? Because what Nuruddin said there is worrying me. Because if you're saying that
Ahmad gets 3 games and he don't like the world.
No, he's getting pulled out. If you don't
Rashford.
Can you agree with that, Marcel, that Ahmad has to start for United? And if he doesn't start, are you looking at your manager differently as well?
Ten Hag needs to hire Marcel, he's missed the trick.
So
no, be honest though, be honest.
So I agree with that, Rant, but just on your question directly, Saeed, there's a case here. We know that Ten Hag's customary behavior is play Rashford to forever. So that's one position out of the 2 gone.
Okay, agree.
So then now we've got 2 players technically in Garnacho, because you're saying it's a debate between Rashford, Garnacho, and Ahmad as your 3 kind of looking to start right now.
Yeah.
So now you've got 1 position for Garnacho, who scored, by the way, just the other day from that same position, or Ahmad, who's been doing well, showing the level. And the reason why he didn't play a lot last season, like Ten Hag said, like even Ahmad said, he was injured. And it took a long period of time. Yeah, I know Nuruddin, you're gonna come with this, but I was saying it all last season. If you go back and look when we had these debates.
Kobe Mino was injured as well, but as soon as he came back, he dashed back into the team.
Different area of the pitch, Rance. Different area of the pitch.
Exactly, it's harder to throw someone in midfield at fucking 18 years old.
Yes, it is harder, but my point is different area of the pitch, different players to select from in that area of the pitch with different roles and responsibilities within that part of the pitch.
Come on, brother.
In the midfield, there's different behaviors that you have to comprehend to, and the wide areas with the positions and the players that you have to choose from. Different world. Different world that we're doing. Nah, I'm not waffling, Faz. It's the fact. You're not ready for that comprehension. It's not my fault.
Well, Marcel, you said you don't rate Garnacho as a starter though.
Responsibilities, brother. You played football.
Yeah, he's just scored. My new thing though is
the score, man. You don't rate him as a starter. You said it before.
Yeah, but my thing is Ten Hag.
Bro, forget the manager what he thinks. I've asked you a question. I said,
he doesn't know what he said. So
please,
he works for Trafford Social Services. No. He has got a special case in Ten Hag.
No,
I'm telling you, and he's telling me now the roles and responsibilities of each player. Ahmad,
no, you guys just miss what I say for a living. That's what it is.
I'll ask the question. I'll ask it to the panel. Is Ahmad being the best player on top?
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right. As Ahmad was the best player for Manchester United in the minutes, the 50-odd minutes that he had in the game against City, where we were getting bopped by City fucking kids, right? For 25 minutes, half an hour. Was he the guy that gave us life and changed the dynamics of the game?
Yeah, but he didn't. But he didn't score though, and that's
score.
what it is,
bro. He put it on the fucking line from Mount to fucking.
I know, but the point I'm trying to make,
Mandem,
and someone
said
it in the chat. Yeah, someone said it in the chat. Amad Diallo, Sancho, these men have to play like they got something to prove. Every single game. Rashford and Garnacho can play shit for 15 games and they got nothing to prove. That is what you call, being given a fair shake. When a manager believes in you, no matter how bad you are that you're going to play, you can play with a certain level of confidence. How can you expect Ahmad and Sancho to fully be able to relax when they know they're one decent performance, not even a bad one, a decent performance away from getting dropped? Because Sancho hasn't had a bad game all preseason. And then the first Community Shield game, he's dropped for players that ain't had a fucking preseason.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying?
He's admitted that, by the way, about Garnacho, that he has had a preseason and that he's probably not likely to start. He's actually admitted it. So that's why I'm asking you a question. Because you got to remember, Amad Diallo was probably our best player towards the back end of last season when he started going into the team and that.
The reason we won a trophy.
My thing is not on the ability. My thing is on Ten Hag's principles. If you do well in your previous game, you're likely to get rewarded with a start in the next one. We've seen that with Casemiro's Mctominay. Mctominay kept Casemiro out for a little period of time.
But as a fan base here, we should all know that Lisandro Martinez is one of our best defenders. Yes or no?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. When you look at Amad Diallo and what we feel as a fan base here, right now, just a starting, it should be unanimous that he should be on that right side.
Bro.
Yeah, I agree with that. I feel like you lot were extended to a period. You lot were saying where if he plays poor for 3 games in a row, we're not seeing him again. I disagree with that.
No, I didn't say that. I just said in terms of who should be starting.
Somebody just said it in the chat. Big up to whoever said it in the chat. Yeah, I just read it. Ahmad, this misnomer. I want to just honestly, I lost my head before when Marcel is just doing his social worker prop. Right, I'm telling you. Ahmad was injured the beginning of last season of the preseason. Like Kobe, he was out, but he came back similar time to Kobe. Kobe gets in the team, boom, starts firing. Ahmad gets brought on here, there, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, here, there, especially in games, Saeed. Right? All of you know what the games were. Games where Manchester United were losing and needed magic. So it's like, get out there and rescue me. And then he come out and said himself, and this is from his own mouth, Marcel. Ten Hag don't need you on this one because I got the quote. I can get the quote up for you right now. They said, and you know what he said? This is what his principles, what Marcel is talking about, said. He said, if you train really well, then you force your way into the thing. Then if you play well, then you keep that position. But when it came to Ahmad Saeed, he started changing the language. He goes, you know what? Ahmad has actually been doing brilliant in training. He's been doing amazing in training. But you know what? He used the word seniority. He used that fucking word. No other player, when it came to Ahmad, he used the word serious. Senior. And he said, Ahmad has to wait for his opportunity. When he gets the opportunity. And you know what? That it coincided with? Jason fucking Wilcox coming to the fucking football club. And the fan base, every time, Saeed, on your chat, on Ratstat, when I watch Fran shows, even back, when I watch any shows about United, the chat, Ahmad, everybody, all the fans are talking.
Just saying, Ahmad,
in the stadium, every Ahmad Diallo, everybody is on that. So, the fan base and the likes of Jason Wilcox and that have said this guy needs to get a chance because they understand. Jason Wilcox was a winger himself. He understands when he sees superior technical ability. So Ahmad this season, and you know what? Even though he's the reason why you went to the fucking semi-final, yeah, right, against fucking Coventry, right, and we know what happened. We know the rest. But 1 minute in that final, Saeed. That tells you everything what Rams
I couldn't believe that, I couldn't believe that.
And did not even get 1 minute in that final. 1 minute. Instead, he was putting on other fucking builders. That's what he was putting on the fucking football pitch. That's what he was doing. The guy who literally got you from the death, won you a game at the death to set up a semi-final against Coventry. You don't even give him 1 minute. And then, but this season, because he's under pressure now, obviously Wilcox and that have said, and Ahmad's got a new agent, and said, and Ahmad came out himself, and now he's being pushed to press conferences. Now Eric Ten Hag, but like Ran said, he has one good game in 3, one average game, and another good game. Ten Hag's only going to remember the fucking average game. Yeah. I'm telling you now, and he's out. And you know, I said this to you, Saeed. I said it to you before you went to meet him that time. I said to you, he'll be gone next season anyway, because he's not an Eric Ten Hag kind of guy. Because the way Eric Ten Hag sees English football, Premier League, is I need runners because I need to play hoofball.
Sancho and Anthony's not a runner.
Listen,
I'm at run.
I'm sorry. You know what he said about Anthony? I need my guys to play the way I used to play because they already know the way I want to play. And then he's not playing fucking hoofball.
I know. That's
Anthony's not a runner, though. What you're saying is that in the Premier League, it needs runners. Anthony's not a runner. Anthony's a lesser version of Ahmad.
But now we know. But
Anthony
but your manager said he needed Anthony, and he's glad Anthony's there, Alessandro Martinez there, because they know how he wants to play. And then start playing hoofball. So which one is it with your manager, Marcel? Is it hoofball or is it Ajax kind of fucking football?
Well, he's got Ajax team now.
Well, if you're following the time now, if you're
that's your manager though. That's not me. That's your manager.
Yeah.
If you're following the timeline, Nuruddin, we've gone past that. The timeline originally was Anthony in Ajax football. Then we got to a stage where he was saying, well, I can't do this. Everyone drops like flies. I still have Maguire, Lindelof. It's going to be hybrid.
Flies.
He doesn't have them now. So
it's going to be hybrid. Well, he still kind of does, Rants, but can I just get to the timeline? It comes to hybrid football. He's been saying hybrid football. Then we had the disgusting decimation of injuries the next season, and he couldn't even do anything. Ajax, hybrid, it was just makeshift football. Let me finish. It was just makeshift football. Now this season, Jason Wilcox has come in,
himself, we were the worst injury team in the Premier League.
Hold on. Now that Jason Wilcox has come in and Ineos has come in, we're still trying to find out fully what the game model is. We've kind of seen that it looks like a 4-2-4, but we don't know if against superior teams it's going to be counter-attack and we're going to humble ourselves.
We do know that. We saw it against City.
Or if we're going to do Ajax football.
City kids.
Or are we still going to be staying in this hybrid football system? But you can't be. You'll be silly. You'll be going through a dementia cycle if you're still saying which one is it, Nuruddin? Because we've clearly been told where he was at. But then Wilcox has come in and has tried to articulate something different, depending on who the opponent is.
Okay, Well, your manager can't make up his fucking mind. Last season, he told us he finished 8th and the football was shit and all of that because of injuries. And then in the press conference, just the last press conference, he's out of his own mouth. He said, "We weren't the worst injury team in the Premier League. We were way down." He said that. That's the direct quote. He said that. So I'm like, what? You choosing? 1 minute you're saying you need Anthony because of that football. Next minute you're saying that, oh, I'm believing runners now and I can never drop fucking Rashford. The next minute you're saying, oh, all the excuses last season because of the injuries. And then you come out this season and go, no, we weren't the way. All the teams in the Premier League, a lot of them had injuries. Can't make your mind up. But you know what? All of this will be answered very soon. It will do, as I said.
Yeah.
This year, all of this will be answered.
No excuses, guys. This year, I'm telling you now, even Marcel would agree. This year is the year of no excuses.
Actually, Marcel, is there any excuses this year?
No, I don't think there is.
If we go back into the same barren situation of injuries, you fall upon a Maguire Lindelof system again at the back line. So you can't play. So you can't play on the halfway line anymore. So then that dismantles how you want to play, especially if you're playing a 4-2-4, which looks like it's going to be turnovers.co.uk narrative, which you said worked well in the preseason. So if that injuries come back again, Ineos, like I was saying a couple of weeks ago or last show, they shagged us a little bit because they're still hindering our progress, keeping on footballers that can't play the said system that we want to play. But there's still an expectation. Like I said, I answered it clearly in the suit. It's top 4 in trophies. I know that. It's not about excuses. It's never been. That word is horrific. It's not excuses. It's realities that hinder the progress and the process. More importantly, the process that hinders the process.
Man said hinders, bro.
So Marcel, is it top 4 and trophy? Are you saying that's if everybody doesn't get injured, or are you just saying no? I need to see an improvement regardless. Because we got to see an improvement regardless. We have to see something better.
Well, I'm saying it's top 4 and trophy, even if it's the same shit style of football because of the injuries.
So you're okay. So you're looking for an improvement. You're looking for an improvement regardless. Okay.
Yeah. All I would say is this. Yeah. Louis Stunk and the other donkey who plays next to him can play out from the back normally. But then people are telling me Maguire is so bad. He's so worse than Louis Stunk and Lindelof are so worse than Louis Stunk and the donkey that plays for Brighton next to them that they can't prove the back. No, it's called fucking coaching, Marshall. And your manager has got fucking zilch.
Can I be real?
We will see. We will see.
Can I be real?
We will see.
What I've been saying is
turnovers.
This season. Wait, one sec, Marcel. This season, really and truly, take the players out of it with sign.
Build up. Unana's whacking the fucking ball, mate. Our fucking play. What fucking build up? What are you talking about?
You know,
like Unana against City kids, City's fucking children. Oscar fucking Bob, mate.
Yeah.
I've got toenails older than
He's not rubbish.
Bob, mate.
Yeah.
I've got
Oscar Bob's not rubbish.
Older than Oscar fucking Bob. And the
Oscar Bob's not rubbish.
And the Afro kids that they had who were fucking teaching us ball, mate, bobbing us up that part. What are you on about?
Wait,
you're telling me that Ahmad, the only guy who actually changed the game psychologically in our favor. Well, it is Eric Ten Hag's principles.
No.
Fuck principles, mate. Fuck all that shit. This now zero excuses.
Can I just say quickly? No, don't worry. Can I just say quickly? Yeah. What I've been saying, full stop here. Take the players out that we've signed. Yeah. Take the players that we've got. All of that. Blah blah blah. Yeah. This season comes down to, can we play an effective system, and can the right players play together?
Yeah,
and build the confidence together. That's really what it comes down to. You could give him a squad that isn't the best, do you know what I mean? Like a certain manager, and they will still achieve things. So that's really what it comes down to, because we do need to see a system the players believe in. We need to see consistency.
Bro,
we need to see something that's more sustainable, guys. Like, do you know what I mean?
United need to be this year.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not after that top 4 in it, because Manchester United have not been sustainable in the Champions League anyway. We jump out of the Champions League to Europa League. So I'm not after. You know what? You know what the most important thing for me? I'll be on here and I'll be team fucking Marcel. I'll join the fucking Trafford Social Services straight away. Marcel will get me in, me as the fucking boss, the PR boss of Eric and I, right? No problem. I'll apply for that job. If I see football popping, Marcel, I'm team Trafford fucking Social Services, mate. And
Thank
the
you.
PR. I'll be doing the PR.
What's the formation, Nerdin? Right now, I'm still trying to understand the game model. So it's a 4-2-4. Is that what everyone's telling me? Yeah, it's a 4-2-4.
No. It's a 4-2-4.
When we're attacking it,
when we're pressing, it's a 4-2-4.
Yeah,
So
pressing.
from the opposition's goal kick rants.
Yeah, in the first phase, if we're playing when we're playing out, it's a 4-2-4. That's exactly what it looks like.
4-2-4.
That's exactly what it looks like.
So he's not trying to counter-attack. It doesn't look like a counter-attack football. It's not Ole ball.
No. When we played against Liverpool, it wasn't
counter-attacking because of the decimation of injuries.
No. We didn't press like this last season at all. This is completely different, bro.
Oh, can I
this is more like PSV Ruud van Nistelrooy ball that we're playing now.
Yes,
this isn't even Ten Hag ball if we're being completely honest.
It's mad.
And you know what? I'll send you the video, Marcel, where it literally breaks down 4-2-4.
It's a pressing structure, yeah. Big up to Crypto.
4-2-4.
The pressing structure, the way we press, that's what we lead to, bro.
Okay, so that's the press side. What about from build-up? What about from our goal kick with Anana? Because
that one there, I'm still a bit. But then when we have better centre backs, we had Johnny Evans and like Maguire, bro. When we have Lisandro and Dele, it will be 10 times better. Our build-up play will be better. You know what I mean, and whatnot. And that's what I'm saying. That's why we need to go and get.
And now you got nobody to blame. The best one-on-one defender, actually, who was actually decent on the ball. He might have not been amazing. You know what, Rance? People make it out, right? I'll pick with you on this one, yeah? That Diego Dalot and Luke Shaw are some incredible, like, attacking fullbacks who set up so many assists that actually they're on Trent and fucking, you know what I mean?
Robbo levels, when they were playing. Yeah.
Robbo level. They weren't. But everybody's saying, but I'm telling you now, Manchester United will miss in certain games where they try to hold on to a score.
Yeah, of course.
We will miss Aaron Wan fucking Bissaka. Mark my word. And the people who are dissing him now, they'll be eating the fucking words. Because it's not like Diego Dalot and Luke Shaw were pulling fucking trees, people.
I think if we play the way that Man United want to play, I don't think we'll miss Wan-Bissaka. I think we'll miss him. I think we only miss Wan-Bissaka if we revert to the kamikaze shit that we've been doing previously, because the whole point of Mazraoui and Diallo, and bringing in De Ligt and Euro is supposed to be having press resistant players to play out from the back with this goalkeeper. That's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to help him build up. The problem is if we don't play out from the back and the goalkeeper's hoofing it anyway, then selling Wan-Bissaka doesn't make sense. Yeah. So again, it depends on if the manager sticks to the model and decides that we're going to build from the back, innit? Because I've been seeing Onana doing a lot of long kicks.
Yeah.
Listen, he shouldn't
that's
be.
all I'm saying. I see Maguire whacking ball like
we need a 6 though. We need a 6 also
Ugarte
to receive the ball. And Kobe Mino is not that player. People keep trying to force it on Kobe. Kobe's not that player.
Who do you like, by the way, 6-wise? I've never really asked myself. 6, who you want for the 6 role?
I think I tweeted it. He's a greedy midfielder and he's a clamp man. It's got to be Ugarte. You know, very good at making the tackles, going out and closing the distances. We basically need a perfect partner for Kobe. You know, a Kante-esque, if that would be brilliant. Someone that's just got bare energy and legs for days that can hold down the 6, a single 6 by themselves. That person that has that responsibility to handle it. That's exactly what you need, because you want Kobe to kind of join Bruno as much as possible and obviously look for the transitions when they have to, but you want more players to flood the box and suffocate the opposition in their half. So if you can have someone that can do it by themselves, like an Ugarte can, and he's got the legs.
No, he still needs a team, but he's good at reading the game, reading positionally. His positional awareness is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. And he's the player that reminds me so much of Mascherano. But some of you, I don't know if you're old enough to remember.
I think Mascherano was a bit better on the ball though. But
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you, Rant. I genuinely do think people are sleeping. He's not as bad as people making out.
He's not. People are making out like he
can't play football.
No, he can play.
He can play. But I promise you, if Manchester United get in, you will see energy levels lifted.
I like this Lobotka, you know.
Because you know what? You know what? The way he plays, to me, I love Uruguayan players, innit? I just love, because Uruguayans are shit houses. They're shit housery. Shit housery aggression. Unbelievable. They're a small little country in fucking Latin America, but yet they were the team to beat Brazil in the first, in the 1950s at the Maracanã. You know what I mean? Some people crying. It was like people It was like one of the most tragic days in Brazilian history. Maracanã full World Cup final, Brazil versus Uruguay.
I didn't know you were that old.
Yeah? No,
Wait,
listen, man, I'm a student of football, but listen, he's only having a dig because I talked about the Diego Dalot.
Diallo,
Listen,
yeah.
Hey, Faz, you need to calm down, you know. Faz and his size 11s, bruv. You need to relax, bro.
Yo, listen, fast. I'm not gonna lie to you. He needs to put 5% more on the commission in the new season for you to carry the PR. He needs to give 5% more, bro. 5% more.
Diallo and Luke Shaw in the same sentence, man. That's criminal.
No, I'm saying to you, in terms of being, they're monsters like setting goals up. No, they haven't been. So I'm saying to you, and Rance broke it down. If I see the same shit that getting whacked, the ball getting whacked, will be. But Ugarte for me is the archetype that we need, because for a big club, he's the kind of guy that Old Trafford crowd in the stadium would get behind, man. And he's got that shithousery. He's got that shithousery. He'll stick it on people, man. And that's what I need. I need those kind of guys back, because, as Eric Ten Hag's already said, we're playing more pressing game. We're not necessarily playing possession game, but he's actually press resistant as well. He's a very good carrier of the ball as well.
Yeah, he tries to dribble out of the press though, which is risky. That's why with him, you still need a sitter. You still need a sitter for me. Do you know what I mean? You still need someone that's gonna sit and screen. He's not really a screener. He's more like a Kante, but his feet are better than people are saying, bro. People are talking like he's super rubbish and he can't like, if he's pressed, he can't dribble out of trouble. He can. Like,
They've not watched him in it. They've not watched him.
I think people are talking about him, yeah, almost like they haven't seen him play. Like, it's the same with De Ligt, to be honest. Like them man comparing him to Harry Maguire and that. Like, De Ligt's got a decent little.
Even I know that. Listen, I know
like, he's got a little drop of his shoulder. Like, he's got a little. He's got
De Ligt and Harry Maguire are two different planets, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, bro. I think De Ligt is a risk in the Premier League, but even I know that Maguire and De Ligt are in two different.
You see Tim Sherwood yesterday chatting rubbish, man.
Yeah, but that's them. But listen, I genuinely don't think majority of people understand. All them man use Manchester United's name to build their profile.
Of course.
That's what
I don't even watch these players.
They're going to be more critical of Manchester United than any other football club. Because why? Because we have the biggest fan base, and more eyes are going to be on that, and they can build their profile. Everybody understands. If you're in this studio, you know what? You can ask expression. You know, your brother, you can ask him. They give you a sheet when you go to these things.
Of course,
to kind of prod you in what controversies to go to. So there's a lot of, so that trends. You know what I mean? So I don't. Sky are not relevant anymore, man. They don't break news anymore. You know what I mean? They're on Twitter. Start that fucking Damesh and all that. They're on Twitter like the rest of us, mate. They're waiting. They're fucking waiting. For Einstein. That's what they're doing.
That's what they're doing. Quickly, yeah. Saeed, you know, you obviously got Mctominay loan thing. I don't know nothing about this, though. What going with the loan thing, Mctominay?
I think Napoli is trying to put a bid in for a loan, but we're trying to sell, man, and he wants to leave. He don't want the money.
But in Napoli, you know, mad.
Yeah, I know.
We want the money, innit?
Mad.
Yeah, we want the money. So that could be a late one. I reckon even Ugarte is going to be a late one, you know, man.
Yeah, no,
I'm really happy hearing of Eriksen, because if I'm Eriksen, I've nearly died on a football pitch. I've come back. I've played 1 or 2 years for Manchester United, and I don't know how long I'm gonna have. You know,
he's not going to get game. He's not going to get game time.
The guy needs to move, mate. The guy. I'm glad of hearing that there's news that clubs are interested in him, because him and Mctominay to be tata.
Yeah.
See
Eriksen, if we can get rid of Eriksen, McTominay, Lindelof, Wan-Bissaka,
that's crazy.
Window, this Ineos clear out is generational.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Facts.
By the way, before we go, Bruno Fernandes announcement is deal just been announced now, 2027.
Marcel, you happy? Yeah.
It's the same 3 years he had anyway.
What did you say? Best player in the league.
In the team.
Oh, in the team. No, not best player.
It's the money that's gone up. The money's gone up.
He might become the best player in the league this season. You never know.
Well, you reckon he's the best player in the team?
He's the best player in the team.
Do you agree with his wage?
What is it going to be? What's the announcement, Saeed? What's the announcement?
300,000, I reckon.
Because he's been a captain, bonuses, he's going to be the highest paid player at the club. That's what I heard.
with the bonuses. So right now it's not the highest, Faz. Yeah, it's not the highest right now.
It's not the highest without.
Probably same
the-
as Rashford's 300 basic.
So that's
Yeah,
humble.
300.
So it's
300
humble.
basic,
It's not the highest. That's humble, Faz. So,
Why is that
so
humble?
300
I
is
can
humble.
accept that a little bit. And then the bonuses, he has to hit these targets, right, Faz?
300 is humble.
No,
exactly.
hold on.
That's crazy.
Hold on, Faz. There's bonuses that need to be hit. So once he does the bonuses, then he gets to be called the highest paid as the skipper of the club. When he's been doing skipper
300
duties last
basic is
season,
humble.
season with Maguire as last captain. Maguire was not captain. It was Bruno that was captain at that point.
Saeed, you seen this? 300 basic is humble.
Bro, it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's
man.
not the most. It's not the most, Faz.
No one in
argue
this,
for the
this
most.
team.
No,
apart
no,
from
Marcel.
Casemiro
Remember
now.
when we were talking about Sancho and you said, I'm going to use that as the measuring stick. And then if we talk about Anthony, we'll move on to that. Let's just talk about Bruno Fernandes and his wage. Let's not talk about Marcus and Jaden and all of them. Let's forget all. Bruno Fernandes, the 5th most shirt seller in Manchester United, 300 racks a week at 29 years old.
That's
Is
crazy.
that humble?
Crazy.
In when you're taking it in comparison to just himself, with what he's done for the club currently, no. But when we're comparing it to the rest of the squad and what he could have asked for based on what he's done for the club, and in comparison to their wages,
What
I
has he
would
done though?
consider
He
it
ain't
more
won
humble.
anything.
Like he could have said, no, I'm leaving because it's not 350 plus bonuses making it 400. I've been doing way more than all
In
these
your
guys.
opinion, is it humble or no?
I answered it. With the current circumstances, when it's just him looking at, on 300, no, and we're not considering everyone else, which for me, when you're talking about a club, you have to consider everyone else. That's why he even comes to the
in
table
that
again.
case, why did Delict take a pay cut?
Marcel, I hear that thing a lot when people say what he's done for the club. Haven't we had our 2 worst Premier League finishes with him in the team? What has he done for the club?
I think when we were playing better under Ole, I think he was carrying us for a period of time. I
Give you
think
that.
the way that he plays, I think the style of football or the way that he plays, he's consistent in terms of creating chances for us, right? I think the way that he offers his services in terms of always being available, not many players in our club is available. So even though we've had 2 of the worst seasons, it counts for 11 players, by the way. 11 players have to play in that. It's not like one player can't affect the whole team up to more than 30%, maybe, in my mind.
I hear all of that, but we should have that same energy for absolutely every player, but we don't.
It's because of the previous work that he's done, is why I have
What
a bit
previous
more.
work? The first season with Oli,
The first season.
where he scored 11 penalties or something like that, and he had a good season on paper, yes. And then what else?
And then a couple other seasons after that, I think. Even
last season, I think he these lot will know the numbers better than me. But the guy amassed like 70% of his GA in the last 3 months of the season.
Yeah.
Like the guy had a shit season.
Oh
last
yeah,
season,
remember that
bro.
time when he was?
And then he
in the middle of the
padded
season,
right
we just
towards the
carried
end of
him.
the season to
Yeah.
make the numbers look presentable. He ain't had a good season for like 2 years, bro.
Yeah.
If we're being honest.
There was a part of last season
Yeah.
where we carried him, and he was
Yeah.
like, he wasn't on the pitch. It was mad.
Listen, he's here now, but for me, I would not give him that contract. I would have sold him this summer, but
It's unnecessary.
I would not sold him.
Can I
do you
just
think he
sorry,
was
sorry,
good
That's
last
the
season?
worst thing to do.
One
Side,
level more,
that's
because-
criminal. Side, that's
Sell
criminal.
One
him.
level more. Just one level
Like, that's
more, yeah?
criminal, you know.
Because I don't
Why
want
is
to
it
let
criminal?
Marcel. I don't want to let Marcel talk his way out of this like he usually does. Marcel, 29 years old.
Yeah.
It gets more difficult to sell players when they are on bigger contracts. By the time Bruno is 32 years old, would he be more desirable to be able to sell him onto another club with the wage that we've just given him?
No, but he'll be more desirable to Manchester United Football Club with the extended period of experience that he has playing in the team, and he will still be a valuable player with the necessary experience to keep a sustainable level of competing, and hopefully at that point, especially if Ten Hag's here, winning trophies. He will be part of that system.
I'll be real, yeah. We're not
At
getting
32.
we're not getting a bean for him. He's going on a free.
At
Like, really,
32
we're not getting a
years
bean for him.
old, he is going to be collapsed. And let me tell you why. The way he plays, Bruno, he runs like a madman.
Yeah, he
The
does.
pace
Yeah,
that
I
he
know.
runs, what he's able, and I commend him for that. His work rate and ethic is very much commendable. It's the highest. but there is no way he's doing that at 32 years old. And
He's
he's
doing it.
not going to be desirable by top clubs in the world to be moved on to. So
And also the main thing is as well is that I thought, like I said to you, we were gonna go away from this because we're still a top 4 team, Marcel.
Yeah.
We don't need to be giving anyone 300 grand a week. If we were challenging for league titles,
You've given him money that he couldn't get nowhere else because it's not
Nowhere
like
else.
he's queuing up
Nowhere
to take
else.
him from us.
Except
Like, let's
for
not
Saudi.
pretend. The way he's
know what I mean?
rated at Man United, he's not rated in Europe the same way, bro. He's come off the back of a poor Euro.
No other football club was ever going to give him that.
Yeah,
money.
he's
That's
come off
fact.
the back of a poor Euros and he's conned us into giving him that money. The only reason why, I understand why we gave him the money is because he was on less than Mason Mount. But again, that's the failures of the previous regime because Mason Mount should have never been on 250. So the fact that Bruno was on 240, I can understand Bruno looking at Mount, the waste of space, and saying, I'm on less money than him.
and
He's just
Rashford.
given Rashford 300, and Rashford's a waste of space also. So I hear all of that. But my thing is, we're supposed to be future-proofing the club.
Changing, yes.
Putting him on 300 grand a week at that age makes it near enough impossible to get rid of him, and he's already past his best. So in 2 seasons, we're going to have a similar situation now to where we have with Cass, where some people are saying they were waiting for Saudi to come in for him and they didn't come, and now he's here on his 350. We're going to be in a similar situation with Bruno, waiting
And
for
the
someone
only-
to come in, and no one will come in, because he's on too much money. The difference is, Cass is a legend in football, bruv. When Bruno Fernandes retires from football,
It's nowhere near.
Yep.
He's
he'll be
nowhere
forgotten.
near.
But also,
Nowhere
He's
near.
done
Yeah.
nothing in the game. He's done nothing in the game. He's won nothing.
Yeah. but
And
also,
you have to
before-
look
before we-
within the club. You have to look within the club that Manchester United have struggled just to get moved on from Sancho, a player who's very much sought after. His profile is sought after across the world in top clubs. Can't move him because of the wages. Simply
Wages, yeah.
because
No,
of the wages.
it's also because of how much we're asking for him.
Facts.
To be honest, that's what
Can I
it
just
is.
say this? Can I
Yeah.
just say this quickly? Right. The thing about Bruno for me is that Manchester United was supposed to be changing. We're supposed to be putting a discipline, a cap, right? And then we're giving him that. And to me, this is his peak season. So for that amount of money, Marcel, we just got to wish and pray that Bruno has an absolutely unbelievable season. The only way you justify it, to me, I don't pocket watch, right? Because I believe if you're putting it in, you should be paid. Because at the end of the day, you're the one who's doing the entertainment. Football is the entertainment business, right? So if you are performing, you should be paid. Other than some dickheads in suits getting the money. You know what I mean? I'd rather the money goes to the players than the fucking Glazers, for a fact. So at the end of the day, you have to play out of your skin. I'm not having, and as the captain, you can't be pressing like a headless fucking chicken.
Absolutely.
And all the things that's being coached now, that all the work that Rude and this other guy and your boy have been doing, he can't undo by running so square like a headless chicken, fucking up the fucking press.
Yeah.
He'll
Listen,
get
we're
double
gonna
figures
get
goals
the
and
last
assists
super chats
again.
in.
Yo, just let the people know I'm live at 10:30 for the
Yeah.
season preview, match preview, and the prediction for the top 6. 10:30.
Yeah.
You know what? You know what?
People, we're gonna
Marcel?
get these super chats in, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
I'm just going to
And by
say
the way-
quickly, Marcel,
Yeah,
you're not wrong that he'll get goals and assists, but it's always going to be the balance between is he detrimenting the rest of the way that the rest of the team play? That's going to be the argument there, whether he does or not. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We're playing to his strengths now, with the 4-2-4, high pressing, hybrid football. All these terms are things that end up, in situations where we get the ball early and we're trying to deliver it into spaces early. That's his game.
Yeah.
But we have to play to all of their strengths. We can't just be like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly,
Well, most of the best teams, they have 2 or 3 players that they play around. They have 2 or 3 mainstay players that the team's built around. And he looks like him, Rashi, Kobe soon coming up the next. We look like we're playing that transition.
Like,
I hear that.
Rashford and Bruno were 2 of the worst players.
Yeah, you don't want to do that.
I hear that. I know I do hear that, but
rather go like
players that we're buying,
Zirk,
the players that we're buying now look like they're going to be high energy, high tempo to break down play, to squeeze space, and to get into these erratic players quick enough so that they can get a lot of chances and start firing off. So if that works and the volume's there and the IQ's there and everyone's working together, we can really push for that third, but I would say fourth position in the league and win a trophy on this high intensity rush football. It can work.
Let's get through the super chat before we go. Still 2.6k in there. Make sure you like the video. Let's get to 1.5k likes.
How many likes are we on? We're not even on 1K.
Oh, no, we are on 1k. We're trying to get to 1.5. So if you are, please like the video. Big up panel. Big up Killer says Death Tax and Luke Shaw being injured. Feel this season will be a roller coaster. We pray it isn't. Big up Devil and Red. So big up the panel chat. Saeed and Rance are damn close to 100k subs. If you haven't done so already, if the panel grows, the content gets better. Love for the love. Big up man, Devil and Red. Taif Ten Hag signed Eriksen, Casemiro, Mount, and renewed Bruno. How has he not been backed in midfield? Big up Chicas is also having a complete squad means the players, if they were loyal to their team, would restructure their contracts to fit the key players. This is why Kansas Chiefs can afford to spend big with the salary cap, man. And question for the man: will Patrick Mahomes overtake Tom Brady's Super Bowl cabinet? He's got 3 Super Bowl rings and needs to play till 40. I don't know. I don't really watch NFL. You man, what?
Chike probably not, but I don't think he needs to.
Yeah, you don't need to. No. Sometimes you don't need to win all of them to be considered a GOAT, man. You know the ones there. You got Tonic. I love the insight into clubs. This is gold. I never heard this many excuses for any manager. In 3 years and 600 million spent, I think a title charge should be the expectation. 4th isn't good enough, and 3rd is just acceptable to me. Favorite signing, guys, Ugarte for me. I hope our attackers are set to testify in congressional hearings. Yeah, all right, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. That's actually mad. Man, big up Big Kios, man.
Big up Kios, mate. I got that
big up, man. Dark humor there. Everton, our favoritism is downfall. Crap manager Ahmad was getting the Dolly treatment last year. Marcel dodging bullets, dodging all the points like Spider-Man. Marcel, if he didn't have the players to play his football last year, why did he proceed to sabotage our season by not changing it like he did in the first? And Masood said, respect to you all. Why is Marcel confused? But we seem to have all the answers last season. That's what I'm saying. Somebody to find the tapes. Because he said last year, 3rd in an unlikely scenario. And now all of a sudden, he doesn't think we're getting 3rd.
Listen, the type of guy that tell a girl, yeah, I think I love you. Not I love you.
And the reason why I don't have all the answers, Masood, is because we're not Ten Hag now. We're Ten Hag ex Ineos. We're merging philosophy. That's what we are.
No.
Make sure you follow.
Stop sleeping on it, bro. I've always said as well. I'm Man United first.
Make sure you follow L1 because I'm done out here. Bye bye.
Nah.